Sports Network. We're broadcasting live in the living color from the Gates Gymnasium at the Y Camp Athletics Center here. We're standing on Mike Lightfoot Court. I'm Paul Condry along with Coach Mark Gardner. Game number 2 of the Twin Bill here today. St. Francis women ran way past the Bethel women's team in game number 1. Men's game, 2 outstanding basketball teams, 2 teams without a blemish thus far. St. Francis at 10-0, number 24th in the preseason poll. The Pilots receiving votes, a perfect 8-0. Crossroads League men's basketball, Mark. That's going to make it a short open because we want to listen to both of our coaches in our limited time. Time to put your big boy pants on now, bud.
It's time. Well, we've been waiting for you. Play all those early games to get some of the kinks out, get the freshmen some experience, get the new guys a chance to play together. But this is what we look forward to every year, regular season.
One thing you need to know, St. Francis didn't make the NAI National Tournament Series a year ago. They are well motivated to get back.
Yeah, they are. And, Coach Crosse has been successful against Bethel, and his kids always come and play hard. All
right. We're going to go on one-on-one with Chad Crosse when we come back after the timeout. Thanks for joining us here. The 10-0 Cougars, the 8-0 Pilots. That's next right here on Regional Radio Sports. College basketball today here being presented in part by our friends at the Gates Automotive Group. We want to thank them for their longtime support of Bethel men's basketball and certainly appreciate all they have done for us over the course of the years. And once again, I spent some time with Chad Crosse and as well as Steve Draben here earlier today, and we'll file those reports here momentarily. But make no mistake about it, we're glad you could join us here for college basketball. And, of course, today I spent some time with Chad Crosse and got his thoughts on today's game. College buckets today here from the Gates Gymnasium here in Mishawaka, Indiana. The Pilots taking on the Cougars to start off Crossroads League play. The unbeaten Cougars under the direction of Chad Crosse as Chad joins us here. Chad, first of all, congratulations to your group. Off to a great 10-0 start. What do you like about your club, Coach?
Well, I love the makeup of our team. I think we defend at a pretty high level, and just guys are playing for each other, playing extremely hard, and it's been a great group to coach. It's been a lot of fun the beginning of this year.
Chad, how much of last year's not going to the NAIA National Tournament Series light a fire underneath your boys?
Well, I think I think it definitely has something to do with the way we're playing right now. We took our lumps last year and have several guys that are returning from that team a season ago. So, they understand the success that we've had the last 10 or 11 years here at St. Francis, and for us to not go to the tournament, I think they felt like we needed to get back and be better than we were a season ago. And not only do our returner guys need to be better, but we had to bring in some guys through recruiting to help us get there.
When you look at the guys that you brought in that I'm going to get a chance to see for the first time, who's playing at the highest level and who's impressed you thus far?
Well, I think Lance Dollison's a transfer from Grand Valley State who just shoots the ball at a high level. He is, I would consider, an elite shooter along with Hunter Hollowell. So it just gives us another player, another guy on the floor that can really stretch the floor. So been happy with the way he's been playing. And, we have a number of different guys, some freshmen. David Asia's been playing extremely well. He started off the preseason in both our exhibition games, played extremely well up against Northwood. I think he had maybe 17 or 19 points against them, and then at IU East. And then, the lights came on in the very first game and the very first few games and struggled a little bit, but he's starting to find his way. He's just an elite athlete at our level and just gives us a different piece on the floor. But Tyler Smith has come along. He's a transfer from Florida Southern who, again, gives us another dynamic guard, can really defend and get to put pressure on people. So I feel like we have a number of different guys and we can play a number of different lineups, and it's been exciting. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Chad, as you take a look at the landscape of the Crossroads League in the early stages, I guess there's really not a lot of surprises unless you consider the Pilots. I mean, the Pilots at 8-0, I don't know if anybody saw that train coming down the track. And I think with number 3 on that, where that Bethel uniform. That's kind of he's kind of the X factor that probably had a lot to do with that.
Oh, no question. I mean, what a great player Cruz is, and he's off to a stellar start. Just being the Raider of our league, and I've had a chance to watch most of our teams play, and trying to keep up with the landscape over across the country. There's just nothing like Crossroads League basketball. But like you said, Cruz is as good as guard there is in the country, and you combo that with a few of the other guys that Coach Ravens brought in with Grant Galen and Jenkins, and he's off to a great start. And I was hoping they'd be down a little bit when we came over there to play, but obviously at 8-0, they're playing great basketball right now.
One thing about this, Chad, for you, in years past when you were, whether it would be Mike or Ryan Lightfoot, whoever was there, you kind of had an idea on what they were going to do from a personnel standpoint. You kind of know some tendencies, both offensively, defensively, as well as even some individual tendencies. With Steve coming in with a new look, with some new guys on his staff, with his whole allotment of new players, is there going to be a learning curve against this Bethel team for everybody in the league the first time around, or do you think everybody's got it figured out already?
Well, I think, I know I can speak for myself and our staff. I feel like I have a great staff that really gets after it as far as scouting and recruiting and those things. So I think it's always going to be a learning curve when you have a new coach and a new style, and you're so used to, how Coach Lightfoot have done it for so long. But it's still the guys that they put on the floor and how dynamic they are and what they can get done is going to be adjustment for everybody. So, just looking forward to getting the conference started and get over there to Bethel tonight.
All right, final question, and the easiest one. What do you got to do to win the game, Chad?
Well, I think we got to somehow try to slow down Cruz as much as we can, and I think the biggest thing with him is, like I said, he's so dynamic. He can score it, but the other thing that once he gets people involved, and he has 9, 10, 11, 12 assists along with 10 rebounds, and that's when he really kills you. So I think we got to limit as much as possible, if it is possible, his production and getting everybody involved. I think, obviously with Galen being one of the premier shooters in the country, we got to slow down their transition. But, I feel like offensively we got to move the basketball. We got to force them to defend and rebound the basketball and not give them second and third opportunities to score. So they can score at such a high level. We got to do our best to try to slow them down as much as possible with our defensive effort.
Thanks again to Chad Crosse for joining us here on Regional Radio Sports for all he's done. I spent some time with Steve Draven and filed this report. Crossroads League men's basketball begins today here at Mike Lightfoot Court inside the Gates Gymnasium. Joining us here on the pregame show, Steve Draven. Steve, first of all, kind of just talk about some of the anticipation, maybe some of the excitement that you're feeling right now as you're getting ready to jump into the pool, if you will. I will say this is the best basketball conference in America at the NEI level. What do you think?
I'm excited. One of the reasons I was drawn to Bethel in this job was the ability to compete in the Crossroads League. One of the best, if not the best, in the country, as you mentioned. It makes us better. I want our guys to have a growth mindset and an ability to try to get better each and every day. And playing teams like St. Francis will do that for you because they're really good. They're balanced. They're deep. They can play a lot of different ways. Slow, fast, get it inside, work it outside, sets, motions, everything. They're well coached. Coach Crosse done a great job. He's been there a while, and they kind of know the system. So it'll be a tough challenge, but one I'm excited for.
Tell you what, you went big time with your pregame guy. You asked the president of the university to come over here, and Greg Chenoweth. What did Greg have to talk about the team?
Yeah, we try to mix it up. We try to have a different speaker come in each time. Well, not a different one every time. Dr. Theo Williams does a lot of them, kind of being our character coach. But we try to mix it up a little bit, get some different folks in, and just to hear a different voice. They get tired of hearing my voice all the time. But Dr. Chenoweth talked about kind of 3 points. He used the story of Benjamin and Joseph in the Bible, talking about having a ravenous spirit and having a courage about you, getting after it, having a fighter mentality. Number 2 is having a skill set, using that skill set that you have to go make a difference in the world and with your family. And then number 3, just having a wisdom, choosing to hand out profits in an encouraging way and in a smart way. So having a spirit, skill set, wisdom, and a word that I think our guys got a lot out of.
Okay, well, let's turn our attention to the opponent here today from a matchup standpoint. They're very, very unique in regards that they've got 6 or 7 guys right around anywhere between 8 to 13 points a game, which makes it really, really difficult. They have a lot of interchangeable parts. I talked to Chad earlier today. He says his team was playing with a new sense of focus after having to sit out last year and not going to the NEI National Tournament after having such great success the past decade or so. So talk about what concerns you about their depth as well as how they're playing right now, coming in unbeaten at 10-0.
They're playing as well as anybody in the league. I've not watched everybody, and I've not watched a ton of our league games, but I can't imagine anybody playing that much better than them. They're just playing with a confidence. They're playing with an understanding of how to play. They have a great sense of purpose. Things are kind of second nature to them right now. So it'd be a great challenge to try to take them away and take them out of some of the things that they're doing. And it's going to be challenging because of the balance that they have, the depth that they have. I mean, any different player can step up and score 15 to 20 any given night. They got about 5, 6, 7 guys that can do that. So it'll be a challenge. We feel like we got a good plan. We feel like we're prepared. Now we just need to go out and execute it and play with confidence.
Regardless of what happens here today, whether you win or lose, you can't get too high and you can't get too low because that in itself will eat you up. So talk about making sure that moving forward you have to understand, okay, so what? And then move forward to the next one. And then after that, it's so what? What have you done for me lately?
For sure. Yeah, again, growth mindset, talk about it a lot. We want our guys to get better. We try to control what we can control, which is our attitude, our effort, and ability to be a great teammate. We've changed some things up as far as, not change things, but try to emphasize being more together, having a better bench, being up when guys do good. Simple things like everybody's got to clap 5 when they come out of the game. Our timeout situations, things of that nature. So try to focus on the things we can control. The effort part of it, we have to play hard if we want to have a chance, but that doesn't mean we're going to win the game. We have to also play smart and get details right, with how we guard them and the different matchups and that. And then we told the guys, you got to go out and be a player. You got to go out and do what you do, whatever that is, whatever strength that you have. We need you to bring that to the table tonight. If we do those things, we'll have a chance. And even if we do those things and do them well, we might still lose the game. But I want to go down after the game, whether we win or lose. I want our guys to have just put forth their best effort with attitude, effort, and I want guys that we can lose with. And what that means is I'm happy with what they brought to the table, the mentality. And I don't care about winning the game. I care about our guys making the effort to win the game. So,
best of luck.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back with more Pilots basketball right after this on Regional Radio Sports. All right, Coach Gardner, your thoughts on those two guys? Such well-spoken young men.
Yeah, 2 great coaches. Obviously, we've had a chance to watch Chad over the years and the success he's had. We've seen Steve here early in his career. But I love what Coach is talking about. It's about being disciplined on and off the floor. Have a good one, guys. All right. And so it's about being disciplined on and off the floor, and if you're disciplined off the floor, it leads to more discipline on the floor. So I love what Coach had to say there.
All right, we're going to go on down to the legendary Brian Miller for all the pregame festivities in Bethel men's basketball with the legend.
Your attention, please. Bethel University welcomes all players, officials, and spectators to tonight's contest. As a member of the NAIA, we are proud participants in the Champions of Character Initiative. We ask each of you to help create a positive, fun, and competitive environment by showing respect for one another. Fans, on behalf of the Crossroads League and Bethel University, please enjoy tonight's contest. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise and kindly remove your caps as Bethel University Assistant Baseball Coach Mr. Kyle Boynton will lead us in tonight's opening prayer.
Let's pray. God, we thank you for today. We thank you for the opportunity to come here and to worship you through the game of basketball. We thank you for Bethel. We thank you for St. Francis. Thank you for the gifts and the talents that you've given each of the players and the coaches here. God, we pray that through everything we honor you and we play to our best abilities. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you. Fans, please remain standing as we honor America and those who serve and protect our great country with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by Bethel University freshman from Elkhart, Indiana, Erica Kinsman. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mike Lightfoot Court inside the Gates Gymnasium here on the campus of Bethel University. This is the Y-Camp Center. Thank you for attending tonight's men's basketball Crossroads League opener, a matchup and battle of the unbeaten. The Cougars of the University of St. Francis are visitors, and the home team, your Bethel University Pilots. Fans, tonight's official game sponsor, First Source Bank, your partners from the first. Let's meet the starting lineups now. First for the visitors from USF. At one guard, 6 foot, a sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 2, Jalen Mull. At guard, a 6'5" junior from Fishers, Indiana, number 4, Lance Dollison. Also at guard, a 6'2" senior from Convoy, Ohio, number 11, Connor Lutzenheiser. Also at guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana, wearing number 12, Antoine Cushenberry. And at forward for the Cougars, 6'7" sophomore from Greenwood, Indiana, number 32, Jeffrey Reynolds. Head coach of the Cougars is Chad LaCrosse. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready? Pilot fans, let me hear you. Y-Camp Wackos, let's get louder. Here's now the starting lineup for the home team, your Bethel University Pilots. Starting at one guard, he's a 6' senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 2, Keontae Jenkins. Also at guard for BU, 6' junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 3, Trevion Cruz. At forward for your Pilots, he's a 6'5" senior from Niles, Michigan, number 13, Gavin Ressler. Starting at center, 6'8", a freshman from Monrovia, Indiana, number 25, Maxwell Newman. And also at guard for BU, 6'5" junior, a Crown Point, Indiana native, number 30, Grant Galen. Bethel coaches are Mark Paulsgrove, Alex Daniel, Will Abbott, and managers Elijah Andrews and Micah Gabler. Head coach of your Pilots in his first season, a 2004 Belmont graduate, is Steve Draven.
All right, there you have all the details from the legendary Brian Miller. I'm Paul Condry, along with Coach Mark Gardner. The Bethel Pilots home opener in the Crossroads League here tonight. Once again, gray jerseys, gray shorts, blue numbers trimmed in white. Cougars, blue jerseys, blue shorts, the gray numbers trimmed in white. St. Francis will be moving from left to right on your screen. The Pilots from right to left. Pilots at 8-0. Cougars at 10-0. We are ready to get underway with the 2019-2020 Crossroads League men's basketball season. Glad you can join us here live from Mike Lightfoot Court. With a basketball, Lautzenheiser here on the near side wing, comes back out to the top to Mull. Mull shovels it inside with a left-handed shot and a score for Jeffrey Reynolds. The Greenwoods stand out 2-0 USF.
That's a moving screen by Travion on the handoff. So a quick turnover for the Pilots. Great drive and dish on the offensive end for St. Francis to get things started.
One way to take the Pilots out of this game would be to get number 3 in foul trouble.
Yeah, the Pilots, they can play without a lot of guys. I'm not sure they can go real far without Travion.
Lautzenheiser comes over here to the other side. They go into the low post now to Reynolds. Reynolds against Newman just eats him up. 4-0 USF.
Technical foul on somebody.
Called the foul on Antoine Cushingberry, the 5'8 sophomore from Warren Central High School.
Interesting call, as we've seen Kevin Rassler's laughing with him over here. Oh, yeah, we saw two technicals on Saturday, Paul.
All right, so the technical foul, we have no idea what the technical foul was for, but Cruz, who rattles at home, gives his club their first point of the night at the 9:24 mark.
So credit Lutzenheiser as a leader of this team. As his teammates are all kind of staring, the official shaking their heads, he comes over and says, "Can I ask what he said?" Official will appreciate that you're just communicating as opposed to staring and being frustrated.
So now the Pilots have an opportunity on this trip down the floor to tie up the game or take the lead. Here's Jenkins with a basketball deep left corner, goes inside now to Newman. Shot from the left block, no good. Newman taps it out into the hands of Cruz. Cruz drives, shovels it out to Jenkins. KJ, triple, good. Pilots lead, 5-4. So that became a 5-point possession mark.
That's a big swing there, and an offensive rebound leading to extra points.
There's a pass inside to the low post now. Reynolds.
Going to have to give Max some help there.
Yes, no question about that. Here's Mull. Triple off the rim, no good. Rebound, Grant Galen. Up court quickly on the left side now. Here is Cruz. Cruz will stop and pop. Shot no good. Rebound. The ricochets and a foul whistled. Max Newman doing a nice job inside. I think Chad Lacrosse is upset with the officiating.
I think he's upset with Dollison for not fouling. Reset the shot clock to 20 there. Brian Shore reminding the scorekeeper.
There's a pass inside here to...
Too easy.
Boy, the Pilots, Gavin Rassler, and now it's a 7-4 ball game. 7 unanswered by the Pilots.
That's your very basic elementary school. Screen at the elbow, get screened for. Screen the screener.
Here's
nice
Mull with the drive,
door.
bounce pass here. Lautzenheiser can't finish, and now here's Travion on the breakout. Cruz stops at the point, bounce pass inside to Newman, and he scores coming down the lane. 9-4, a 9-0 run by Bethel.
2 assists for Travion. What a great pass.
Mark, this is a 9-0 run in less than a minute.
Yeah, rewarding the big fella for running the floor.
Here's Mull with the basketball, drives, shoots in traffic, no good. Rebound, Gav Rassler. Now here's Cruz on the push out. Runs up the right sideline, stops, loads up the 19-footer, and buries it 11-4. The Pilots, in the midst of an 11-4 run, have jumped out against the number 24 team in America. We'll take a timeout and thank our friends at the Gates Automotive Group here. Once again, Michiana's largest on-lot ready-to-buy inventory is available at any of the Gates Automotive locations. Get friendly, fair, and honest service with a 100-year reputation at Gates Chevy World, Gates Toyota, Gates of Granger, and Gates of Elkhart. For more information, go to www.gatesautomotive.com. But I will say this, Mark, I really, really like the inside play of Jeffrey Reynolds for St. Francis.
Yeah, I like Reynolds with his back to the basket. Maltz had 2 good drives and kicks. One resulted in a layup. The other one, Lutzenheiser had a shot blocked, but it was a great backdoor cut. And so, yes, you're down 11-4. You've given up 11 points in a row, but at the same time,
Yeah, St. Francis done some really good things.
Yeah. This is a team that's going to compete for a while here.
Yeah, no question. Here's Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian product Jalen Moe to inbound the ball. And now Moe streaks up the middle of the floor. Gives it off to Cushionberry. Cushionberry down the lane. Ball deflected into the hands of Rassler. Here's Cruz taking it to the rack. Cruz with the miss. Rebound. Jenkins slaps it out to Rassler for three. Off the rim to good. Jenkins taps it around and keeps it alive for Pilots. Oh, he throws it away. Here's a battle of number two. Here's Moe to the goal. Missed the shot. Rassler with a defensive rebound.
Great job by Jenkins to hustle back and contest without fouling.
There's the ball in the hands of Cruz coming around the screen. He lost the handle on it and kicked it out of bounds. And three new Cougars coming onto the floor. Cushionberry going out, Moe coming out, and Lance Dullison coming out.
Compton, Smith, and Hollowell.
Hollowell, an outstanding player from Huntington North High School. And now to inbound the ball to the left of the lane will be Travion Cruz. Cruz looking for some help. Still on the look. Comes out here to Galen. Galen was fouled by Lotzenheiser.
Yeah, it's a good call by Brian Shores. Galen initiated the contact, and Lotzenheiser nodded his head in agreement. We don't see that a lot on the floor these days where players agree with the officials, but nice job by Connor there acknowledging.
Cruz again on the inbounds. Fakes. Comes out to Galen here on the near wing. He launches the triple off the rim, no good. Ball ricochets into the hands of Reynolds. And here come the Cougars. Quickly over the timeline, Austin Compton. Compton, who's sporting a beard this year, has the ball in the far corner. Skip pass inside of the low post out of Reynolds.
Good.
Nice pass to Compton to the near wing. Now Hollowell. Back to Lotzenheiser for the triple, and he knocked it down. Great ball movement by St. Francis on that possession.
Great ball movement, great body movement. A lot of cuts, everybody being unselfish, and it resulted in a knockdown for Lutz.
Rassler with a long three-point shot on the way. Rattles it home. 14-7. Gavin Rassler, his 20th triple of the year.
I like to see him nodding going down the floor. He struggled on Saturday, 0-5 from three-point range, but he liked that one.
Hollowell comes here to the near side. Now here to Lotzenheiser. Throws up a right-handed shot from the right block and scores, making it 14-9.
Nice hesitation dribble, and I think he forced the turnover. Rassler stepped over the end line. The ref missed that one.
Keontae Jenkins with a skip pass to the far corner. Shot by Galen, no good. And now here come the Pilots. Compton gives way here to Lotzenheiser. He's going to back in. Comes back out here to the top. There's Hollowell with a jab step. Gives way now to Tyler Smith. Smith kick back out here to Lotzenheiser. His triple is no good. Rebound is Travion Cruz.
And
Cruz on the push out.
Hollowell comes in at 6'5". There's a lob down low to Maxwell Newman running the floor for the easy.
And then he couldn't score the basket.
Go to the line. But Hollowell, 6'5", he's knocked down 29 threes this year, so you got to get out and find the shooter when he has the ball. Going to get our first media timeout here.
We shall do so. 14-9, the Pilots who stumbled coming out of the gates, fell down 4-0, and then ran off 11 straight. That's where we're at right now. Once again, we want to thank some of our amazing sponsors who make this broadcast happen here on Regional Radio Sports, including our good friends at Centier Bank. Once again, Centier Bank right here. Big part of what we do on the Regional Radio Sports Network.
Manage your money like a pro. Discover better banking.
Serving Indiana residents since 1985, Centier Bank remains committed to supporting students, schools, and families. Centier Bank is a proud sponsor of the Regional Radio Sports Network Performer of the Week in recognition of outstanding athletes. Visit Centier.com today to view this week's featured athlete. Centier Bank, member FDIC. Paul Condry, Mark Gardner, glad you can join us here on Regional Radio Sports. 14-9, very entertaining first segment of our game here today from the Gates Gym. And now at the charity stripe, Max Newman, the Pilots. Take a look at the Pilots. Shooting 70% from the charity stripe, 49% from the field, 38% from long range, 20 assists, 13 turnovers a game, 8 steals. They're averaging 97, giving up 80. Out-rebounded their opponents 44-36. And A pair of free throws certainly helps the Pilot cause. That makes it 16-9 on the Max Newman. Is checking out of the game now was Gavin Rassler, and
Rassler with 5 early points. Nathan Ertz checking in for him.
Yep.
Newman was 50% foul shooter coming into Saturday's game. He was 60%. Now he just had another 2 for 2.
Dylan Sheehy in the game now for
Got a double down there.
Once again, a nice little move inside. Ball ricochets inside. Oh, fadeaway jump shot. Somebody lost his shoe inside.
He traveled. Keontae's shoe ended up out by the 3-point line somehow.
that was an odd dynamic.
Smith, I think, with the little head and shoulder fake and stepped right through the double team. Got called for the travel.
You sure he didn't fake Keontae's right out of his shoes?
Yeah.
I don't care. You can make that argument, right?
As long as they got the turnover for the Pilots, they're okay with it.
Cruz with the basketball, jump pass back here to Newman. Newman with the drive down the lane. And he missed it. Rebound ripped out of there by Hollowell. Up court quickly is Compton on the breakout. Compton sends it over here to the far corner now to Smith. Smith running right-handed hook. Good
finish.
Nice little drive. 16-11. Pilots 15:06 to go. First half of play.
And Newman with a good, strong move last time, and Reynolds got just a piece of it to get a block at the end of that.
Here's Nathan Ertz with the drive inside. Shot no good. Newman with the shot blocked away. Should have been a foul inside. No call. Yeah. Up court quickly. You don't see Steve Draven jump off the bench very often, but he jumped up like he's sitting on a spring. Over here on the right side wing now. Here's Hollowell. Going inside now again to Reynolds. Reynolds spins, shoots with the left hand. In and out, no good. Rebound, Compton. Somebody missed the box out big time.
Missed box out, resulting in Compton's easiest 2 points of the year probably right there.
With the basketball, Dylan Sheehy in the far corner. Hesitates, drives, looks. Kicks back out here to Newman at the right elbow. Back to Keontae Jenkins. Jenkins, shake and bakes, drives. Kick back out to Sheehy. His jump shot's a brick. Rebound, Jenkins. Jenkins with a spinorama one-hander. No good. Rebound, Newman. Banks it up and in from the right block. 18-13. The big 6'8" Frost with a nice play inside. He's going to be a good one.
Yeah, Pilots dominating the offensive glass. And Newman does a good job of using his body to kind of shield off the defender as he goes up to grab the rebound.
With the basketball on the dribble drive, Connor Lotzenheiser comes back out here to the top now, here to Hollowell. Over on the far side to Lotzenheiser, and a foul whistled on Nate Ertz as he tried to push Hollowell into the third row over there.
Yeah, it's a little forearm shiver right there.
Never hurt anybody, did it? James Anderson, a 6'8", 290-pound freshman from Troy Christian High School in Ohio, checks into the game. He looks like he could be playing tight end for the Buckeyes
he
out
also
there.
looks like he stole a jersey off a point guard, though. You got to get this big fella a bigger jersey.
Also checking back into the game is Lance Dolison. Here's Dolison going inside now to Anderson. Anderson going against Philippe Segota, misses the reverse layup, and now here come the Pilots with an 18-13 lead. Here's Cruz. Near wing, flares to the left side, comes back out to Jenkins. Jenkins knifes down the lane, off balance shot, he scores, making it 20-13.
And Jenkins kind of initiated the contact there against Anderson and bounced off him and still got the friendly roll.
Hollowell on the dribble. Kick back out here on the near side. It's Compton. Compton back out here to Hollowell. Hollowell spins inside the lane. Kicks it out here. Throws it to Greg Galon, who was wide open. However, he plays for the Pilots, and he was on the Pilots bench.
Yeah, that's the first time Grant hasn't caught and shot right away. Yeah, he's usually ready to put that up. Flopping warning on Keontae.
Did you get a flop too for what he did? On which I don't have a flop before. I have a flop on your guy in the middle of the on there. Okay, I called it flop. So that's a real.
Okay, so I don't know if you're able to catch that.
Yeah, they called the flop on Keontae. I thought he got ran over in the lane. The officials saw it differently. He called a flop. This is 2 games in a row we've seen the flop warning it, and that's a tough call. Officials will tell you it's
50-50 chance.
Yeah,
yep,
if you're right, it's a great call, and if you're wrong, some kid that just got ran over, gets penalized with a flop.
Here's Jenkins with the basketball, coming out high now to Ertz.
Good
Here's backdoor to Cruz, shovels it in there to Philippe Segota. He missed the layup, and then a foul called on Cruz, that's going to be 2 on Cruz.
And no reason for that. That's just the competitor. You can't take that out of him, and it's just a reaction.
Cruz coming off a great performance. He was the Crossroads League Player of the Week with 42 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, 2 steals, and 0 turnovers against Cardinal Stritch. He comes out of the game here, Mark. Write this down at 12:43 to go. Number 3 to the bench with 2 fouls.
Why are you emphasizing that 0? I didn't have it. There's a great block by Sheehy. I didn't have any turnovers against Cardinal Stritch either.
With the basketball now, here is Jenkins. Jab step, spins in the lane for the layup. KJ with a little spin-a-ram to the goal, and he scores. 22-13.
He looks so much smoother than my good. Oh, here's Hollowell with the answer.
Oh, and he does.
And Ertz was there, but she can't give him any space.
22-16, 12-13 to go.
KJ reminds me of Drew Schaus. Drew used to love the spin move, but KJ looks much more athletic with the spin move.
No question about it. And best of luck to Drew Schaus. Great setup.
Yep.
He opens up tonight. Here's Galen having it stripped away and stolen. Here's Compton. Drew Schaus's basketball team at Logansport High School opens up against Peru tonight. Wish Drew best of luck.
Love the shot.
Hollowell, long 3. No good. Rebound. Ripped out of there by Philippe Segota.
Good box out by Segota. Philippe's one of those guys that he's not going to wow you with anything, but he does so many little things and gives you good quality minutes when he's on the floor. With
the basketball, Dylan Sheehy on the far side wing. Stops, pulls up from 14 and knocks it down. An important basket for him, making it 24-16, 11:29 to go.
Yeah, it's a big bucket for Dylan. Knocked that down after missing the 3-ball earlier.
Cushenberry on the far side wing. Lobs it inside to the big man, Anderson. Anderson double team.
Good double.
Anderson looks. Skip pass over here to Compton. Compton deep right corner. Cushenberry knifes to the goal. And a foul on the floor. They're going to call that one on Dylan Sheehy.
Dylan better be careful or he's going to get himself a technical.
And checking into the ballgame for the Pilots will be Jared Dehart and Gavin Rassler. Boy, I tell you what, Keontae Jenkins is, what a great addition. You can talk about all the additions on this team.
Yep.
He may be the best.
The more I'm around him, the more I like him. He is just an incredible young man, brings a ton of energy, but he's also very talented.
Compton to inbound the ball to the right of the lane. That's got to be close to a 5. Cushenberry, the former Warren Central Warrior, over on the 45-foot mark far side. Dribbles over here on the right side. He's going to drive down the lane. Puts on the brakes and scores the layup.
It's a
nice play by the youngster. 24-18.
DeHart was with him all the way around the corner. He stopped. Jared kept going. Jared's got a little giddy up in his step. Remember, he's coming off an ankle injury early this year.
Here's Dylan Sheehy out here on the
out there.
perimeter. Comes out here, not a DeHart. DeHart around the screen. Launches the shot from 3. Goes in and out, no good. Hollowell the rebound. Here's Compton pushing it up the near sideline. Crosses over in the lane. Shoots it to Segota with a block shot. Philippe doing a nice job inside, and now they're going to at 10:35. So there's your answer, Mark Gardner.
How long is he going to sit, huh?
Right. He went from 12:43 to 10:35.
Coaches know their players, and there's certain players they trust, and there's other players they can't. And so, remember, Travion picked up an early foul last game, and Galen got in foul trouble, and Travion stayed out of foul trouble. So
Compton goes into the far corner now here to Dollison. Dollison is going to back in on Rassler. Dollison fakes, looks.
Wow.
Throws it inside, and the ball stolen by guess who? Number 3. Cruz up court quickly to Galen. Galen into the corner to Dehart. Dehart 3, no good. A rebound. Tipped around.
Good
Rassler
play.
saves it to Cruz. What a play by Rassler. Galen 3, in and out, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Compton. Compton on the push out. Goes over on the far side now to Hollowell. Howell waits for a cutter. Goes inside, and Galen was there to knock it away, and he ends up on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7th row.
Yeah, but he ran past Popcorn and 2 Sprites and didn't help himself. You got to at least get a little something if you're going to hang out over there.
Max Newman checks in for Philippe Segota. I just like Philippe Segota. I think he is a great teammate.
I do too. Brian and Grant sharing a laugh over there.
And now Compton to inbound the ball in the far corner. Goes inside now to Reynolds.
Easy.
Reynolds going
easy.
to back in. And finds Compton. Kip pass out here to the near side to Dollison. His shot in and out, no good. Grant Galen the rebound.
I don't like that kick out. You got to go up and score. You're 2 feet from the bucket.
Here's Jared Dehart with the basketball.
Oh, good
He
steal.
throws it away. Up court quickly. Here's Cushenberry on the breakout for the score.
A great play by Compton both ways. Great job of reading the passing lane, but then instead of throwing it right to the through the defender, he went up and over the defender and led his teammate.
4 unanswered by the Cougars. Here's Cruz shooting in and out, no good, as he was one-on-one with Lautzenheiser. Now here's Compton, who's giving his team a huge lift off the bench. Compton.
Nice move.
Over on the far side, looking, matched up, gives way now here to Dollison, and they throw it over and back. So the Pilots who have not scored since the 11:29 mark.
6
Over
turnovers
2
now.
minutes without a score now.
Pilots 2 of 9 from three-point range. We've seen that before. So 2 of 10. I'm sorry. When they're shooting well, it's fun, and when they're not, they got to work that much harder on the offensive end.
And now it'll be Gavin Rassler, the Niles, Michigan product, to inbound the ball. Gives it out now to Cruz, who's been pretty quiet today with only 4 points. Here he has the basketball coming around a screen, comes back to Rassler. Rassler lobs it inside now here to Newman. Newman missed the shot.
It's got to be goaltending. He grabbed the rim or grabbed the net. Yeah, Steve Draben jogging down the floor after Brian Shore.
Now here's Cushenborg in between the circles now. Matched up against DeHart. DeHart in between the rings, working that side-to-side defense. Pass goes inside now to Reynolds. The ball's knocked out of bounds, and it goes off of the Pilots. Howell checking into the game now. Lance Dollison checking out.
8 seconds of the shot clock.
Lotzenheiser to inbound the ball deep in the right corner. Looking. And that ball goes off of Reynolds, out of bounds, and that'll be Pilot basketball. No!
Got overruled. Yeah, Chad questioned, did it really take 2 seconds to come off the, that pass that got tipped out of bounds?
So here's the ball in the hands of Cushenberry here on the near wing. Will launch the triple. In and out, no good. A rebound, Cruz. Travion on the push-up. His club up by 4. Cruz slices through the defense, sends it over to DeHart. Jared DeHart back to Cruz. Fakes the jump shot. Inside low, not a Newman. High off the glass, no good, but he fouls it up and lays it up and in. 26-20, Max with a field goal.
Something you and I are always calling for, Paul. Nice bounce pass in the post-entry pass by Travion.
A big fan. Here is Hollowell going to the far side now to Mull. Mull with the ball here at the top. Now dribbles towards our vantage point. Now goes to Cushenberry on the handoff. 10 on the shot clock now. Here is Cushenberry. Back out to Hollowell.
Deep
Long
three.
three. Good. 26-23. You got to know where he's at on the floor at all times. It's like Galen.
Yeah, he's in range as soon as he crosses half court.
Here is Cruz with the basketball. Jump pass inside to Newman, who slices down the lane and will pick up the foul. The two freshmen, big players for the Pilots, have got to be able to, when they get those free throw opportunities in league play, have got to be able to score.
Yeah, I like the way that Maxwell just attacks the basket, though. He's not afraid to run somebody over.
We have our second media timeout. Pilots a 26-23 leader. We want to thank some of our sponsors who make it happen here today, including our friends at First Source Bank. We want to thank them for their support of our broadcast. Excited about hiring Bethel students and alumni too. Check out your partners from the First at www.firstsource.com. First Source Bank, proud supporter of Bethel Athletics. Also, on the court, All-Stars make assists look easy. Behind the back, no look, and off the backboard, they're dropping dimes nonstop. That's how we feel about coverage and saving. Combine your home and auto with State Farm and start your own assist highlight reel. After all, even All-Stars need an assist. So call the guy who can dish them out better than anybody, my main man, Eric Gunther at State Farm Insurance. Eric Gunther, he can help you combine your auto, home, and enjoy the savings. Call Eric today at 574-291-1597 or check him out on the web at www.statefarm.com. Once again, Eric Gunther, call him at 574-291-1597.
I see the big fella sitting across the way over there near the top. Good to see Eric in the house. How about this, number 4? Indiana Wesleyan trails number 6 Mount Vernon 60-59 with 6:53 to play in the first half.
And once again, we talk about free throws, and that's a perfect example right there at the 7:35 mark here out of the media timeout.
Nope.
And misses a pair of them.
Got to make your opponents pay. Pilots now 4 of 6 from the foul line.
Here's Cushenberry here on the right side wing. Stops. looking for some help.
Little
Backs
zone
it out
defense here for the Pilots. 3-2 zone.
Hollowell goes now to free throw line to Loudson-Heiser.
Gotta
Back
find
out
Hollowell.
to Cushenberry.
Gotta
Back
find
to
Hollowell.
Hollowell for three, good.
I said that before they passed him the ball, Paul.
26-26. Hollowell is shooting his shot his team right back into the ball game here.
Yeah, if you're going to go zone, you better know where 42 is. He's got 9 points. And he hasn't stepped inside the three-point line.
Here's Cruz with the basketball, comes out now to Newman. Newman matched up against Reynolds, spins,
Traveled.
leans, and they're going to call the walk.
Yep.
Tell you what, the Pilots, one of the key things, Mark, you've got a guy who's averaging 19 points a game. I don't believe he's scored a basket. Has Galen scored a basket yet here tonight?
I do not.
Reynolds with the ball. Comes out here to Cushenberry. Cushenberry at the top will launch the three-point shot and knock it down. 29-26. 3 consecutive possession for St. Francis. 3 consecutive three-point baskets.
They're 5 of 10 from three-point range. Galen's 0 of 3 from the field tonight. Travion Cruz 1 of 4.
Back at the top, Dylan Sheehy. Goes to Ertz on the far side. Back here to Cruz. Cruz will launch the three. Off the rim, no good. Loudson-Heiser the rebound.
Pilots are settling now.
Now here's Cushenberry. Jump pass to the far side now to Mull. Back out to Cushenberry. Cushenberry on the dribble here to the near side wing. Matched up against Cruz. Comes around a high side screen. Cushenberry goes over here to Loudson-Heiser. Skip pass here to Mull. Mull, three, no good. Cruz another rebound. Up court quickly to Jenkins. KJ on the drive. Inside with the right-handed shot, no good. Reynolds with the rebound. Up court quickly on the breakout now. Here's Mull flaring out to the far side wing. Looks for some help, drives left, goes into the far corner. Looking, waiting for a cutter. Lobs it inside now to Reynolds. Reynolds is going to try to take the freshman to school. Fadeaway 14-footer, knocks it down. Steve Draven needs a timeout.
Yep.
31-26. Just like that, the Pilots, the last time they scored, Mark, was at the 8-10 mark. This is an 11-0 run by St. Francis. They are now up by 5.
Yeah, and that's a great job by Reynolds, who's patient down low. Reminds me of Tyler Brown, just very, thinking through stuff, patient, and then makes his move and finishes.
31-26, our coverage of Bethel Sports being presented in part by the Gates Automotive Group. The Gates Automotive Group wants to know what you are thankful for. Well, during November, take a no-hassle, no-obligation valet test drive and get a free turkey or a ham for your holiday dinner. Gates is thankful for your continued trust in them to provide dependable service and great vehicle at low prices. For more information, go to gatesautomotive.com.
How about some women's scores here, Paul? Opening night of the Crossroads League. Taylor knocks off Marion 76-60. Mount Vernon over Wesleyan 72-63. Huntington over Spring Arbor 74-67. Grace over Goshen 115-71. And Bethel falls to St. Francis 82-61.
Here's Dylan Sheehy with the basketball. He traveled with the basketball.
It's a late whistle, but it's the right call.
The Pilots imploded in the last 3 minutes or so. And now it'll be Cougar basketball.
It's only 5 turnovers in the Pilots. Seems like it's been more than that.
Cushenberry with the ball here. Near side wing, comes back out high to Reynolds. Reynolds looks to the right, now looks left. Comes out here now to Compton. Compton, I think, came in and gave them some settling moments.
Traveled.
And he traveled with the basketball.
That's a tough call because you had 2 officials on that side of the floor that didn't call it. Official over here in front of us called it. Compton's not happy, but you're right. He's giving them good minutes. This team moves so well, Paul. They just move well off the ball. They set screens. They dive to the basket. It's a fun team to watch. Tough to defend.
Here's Cruz now on the slow walk. Gives way now here to Nathan Ertz. Back to Dylan Shee here on the near wing.
You got to get Travion
Bob's
down low.
inside now here to
my. That was a flop on this end for Keontae, and that's a charge on the other end.
So Cruz picks up his 3rd foul at the 4:49 mark.
And that's where it's kind of like in the NFL. They went to this instant replay that you can challenge, and all it's done is slow every game down and question everything. And now that we've instituted this flop rule, it makes all charge calls become even more questionable.
And now with the basketball, Cushenberry over the timeline now. Looking for some help. Foul whistled on Nathan Ertz.
Paul, we want to wish a happy Thanksgiving to our officials' families who are listening at home tonight because we appreciate them coming out and doing their best out here for us. How do you like that transition?
That was well done, sir.
You like that? We appreciate it.
Max Newman's coming out of the ball game now. For what reason?
Because
and now here's Cushenberry with the basketball now here.
Segota and Rassler back in.
Jared Dehart back in the game now. Here's Hollowell. Long three on the way. This one is a brick. Ricochets into the far side. Ooh. Jenkins and Rassler are there to corral it. Now here's KJ.
So Ertz now with 2 fouls after that one.
KJ with a spinner.
Nice
shovels
pass.
it to Philippe. Philippe powers to the goal for 2. 31-28. Philippe at the 4:15 mark.
Great pass and finish, but teams are going to scout KJ, and they're going to be stepping up to try and draw a charge on that spin move as the season goes on. He has to be careful in there.
Compton goes inside of the low post now to Reynolds. Reynolds going to back in against Philippe. Can't push him out of there. Shot no good. Rebound, Jared Dehart.
Bethel guards rebounding well.
Dehart now over the timeline now at the top. Coming around to screen. KJ on the dribble. Jump pass. Jump shot, excuse me. Good. From 17 straight on. 31-30 Cougars. 3:43 to go in the half.
KJ with 9 now, quickly becoming the Pilots' number 2 threat.
Here's Cushenberry around the screen, drives baseline.
Oh, my.
And goes out here to Lautzenheiser. Back to Cushenberry. That was the same travel on the other end. Here's Compton for 3. Off the rim, no good. Gavin Rassler the rebound.
Got KJ up the wing here if you give it up.
Sheehy with the basketball here, near side wing. Shake and bake. Drives. Lost the handle on it.
He's
tracks it down here to KJ. KJ with a little spin around it. Inside to Philippe for
Philippe.
2. And he scores.
Big fella.
Look at the look from Keontae Jenkins.
Now, as soon as Philippe gets some muscles when he flexes like that, it'll be more impressive. Right now, he's just big. Puts those arms out there, says, you can't hold me.
32-31, a 6-0 run now by the
official didn't like Philippe's celebration. Come on, he's 18 years old. He just had a great play. Let the kids play, for goodness sakes.
The kid came all the way from Belgrade, Serbia.
He's from Serbia. He's over here living the life, playing hard. Let him celebrate. No harm, no foul.
And the free throw in and out, no good.
Man, we got to work on that free throw, though, Philippe. We'll get after that. I love the fact that he's talking down there in the lane, being active.
Here's the ball into the hands of Dollison. Long three-point shot at the top is a brick rebound.
Oh, tipped in by DeHart. Philippe had the rebound. DeHart tipped it away from him.
33-32.
Brian Miller just has 2 points, St. Francis. You got to give that to whoever was the closest St. Francis player. I don't even know. They're going to give it to Anderson. He didn't even leave the ground.
Here's Philippe with the basketball. Comes back out to KJ. He'll launch the triple and knock it down. 35-33. Keontae Jenkins playing with a ton of confidence, Mark.
Yeah, Keontae with 12, following up Saturday's outstanding performance where he almost had a triple-double.
There's a pass out to Holloway in the corner.
Trap.
And a step on the end line did Compton. And it'll be Bethel ball. 2:19 to go, first half. Pilots, Cougars, and a dandy here on Mike Lightfoot Court.
Mickey Stoyanov over there cheering on the Bethel bench. Mickey's my daughter's second favorite player behind Travion because she likes his name.
David Asia, a 6'6", 210-pound freshman from Bishop Dwenger, wearing jersey number 25, will check into the ball game now. His first time we've seen him play.
Keontae just had a little huddle down there. Do you think he said, just give me the rock?
Here's Dylan Sheehy with the basketball. Comes out high here now.
There it is.
Here's Jenkins on the dribble. Jump pass here to Philippe. Back here to Rassler. Back here to Jared Dehart. Into KJ. KJ step back triple off the rim, no good. A rebound, Dollison.
Good job hustling back, but DeHart's hurting on that ankle. You got to get somebody in for DeHart.
Cushenberry with the basketball. Far side guarded by Dylan Sheehy.
It's not a bad option to get in there and shoot her.
Shovels it over here to the right corner. Triple on the way, no good. Rebound.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy cow. As David Asia
took out 4 players.
He did. He just ran over everybody.
He took out Anderson, Philippe, and Rassler. Rassler's going to shoot, I think, out of that group, which is fortunate for the Pilots that Segota's not the one going to the line.
And so Gavin Rassler on the season. 3 for 4 at the charity stripe. And with 1:45 to go here in this first half of play, the Pilots will try to increase their advantage.
How about this, though, Paul? You're winning by 2. Travion's on the bench with foul trouble. Grant hasn't scored. You know, we talked about that during Saturday's win, that Grant and Rassler didn't shoot well.
And Rassler misses a 1 in bonus.
Philippe sucking wind, though, out there. They got to get another minute 40 out of him. Remember, Ertz has 2 fouls.
Cushenberry.
Good defense.
Kept alive here by Galen. Throws it to Philippe and then back to Dylan Sheehy.
Good job by Philippe cutting off the dribble and then Galen getting the reach in. I'd like to see Grant knock down a triple here before the half ends.
There is KJ back out here to the top to Galen.
Get in there. Nope.
Galen triples an air ball.
And if you're just watching the Pilots for the first time, you're probably saying, why does that guy keep shooting? Well, because he has 34 triples in the season, shooting 41% from behind the line. Yes,
he's just had 2 bad games in a row here.
2 bad games in a row, and he's still shooting 41%.
And I want him to shoot for the rest of the night. Here's Cushenberry all the way around and back here to Hollowell. Hollowell, triple, no good. Rebound. Asia, he traveled, no call. Now into the hands of Anderson.
He wants every rebound. I love the way he jumps up there.
Here's Cushenberry one-on-one against Keontae Jenkins. 52 seconds to go. Cushenberry, as Galen tries to put the trap together. Here's Anderson against Philippe Segota. Shoots from the right block, no good, and over the back called on Asia.
You're setting a 92% foul shooter. Maybe this will get Grant going, knocking down 2 freebies.
With 42.5 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's just a silly foul. Those last 2 fouls by Asia, you've got a team that's struggling to score offensively, other than Keontae, and you send them down for 2 freebies, 2 possessions in a row. You don't make them earn anything down there.
Yeah, Grant Galen, let's take a look at the line on the former Crown Point standout, averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 1 steal. And at the charity stripe, the best free throw shooter on the team at 92%. And double G's on the score sheet here, giving his club a 36-33 advantage.
He got taken out by friendly fire there as Anderson took Segota right into Galen. The ref warned both Segota and Anderson, and they look at each other like
coming into the game now is Life Granville, 37-33. You're listening and watching the 93rd meeting between St. Francis and Bethel. Bethel leads the all-time series, 50-42. Bethel is 31-16 at home here in the series.
Interesting sub there as Galen just knocked down 2 freebies. Thought that might get him going before the half.
There's a pass inside now to Anderson. Anderson against Segota. Shoots from the right block, missed it. Rebound, get Rassler tipped it out. Here's Keontae Jenkins. Jenkins with the drive, tipped up and in by Philippe Segota. 39-33. What a job by Philippe.
Philippe running the floor and finishing. How about that? Life Granville playing great defense.
Lautzenheiser matched up against Granville. Lautzenheiser with the right-handed shot, no good. Rebound, tipped up and around. Back. And finally, Dylan Sheehy comes away with the push. And a 3/4 court shot is no good.
Dylan thought that he was going to be double dribble if he traveled. So.
All right, let's get some thoughts here from Bethel assistant coach Mark Paulsgrove.
How about those guys chasing Philippe down, meeting him there on the floor?
Yeah, how about that first half by Philippe Segota, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good one. What did he have? Six, and some really good minutes, especially defensively on their posts, who shoot a really high percentage. I think one of them shoots 70%, the other one around 60%.
Mark, I know you got the numbers here, but you got a 6-point lead. Galen, I believe, has 2. Cruz has probably only played maybe 12 minutes, and he's got, 4? And you got a 6-point lead.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Grant, he struggled to shoot the ball the last couple games. Hopefully the second half he can knock some down and get in rhythm. But defensively, I feel like we've played really hard. We've communicated. Probably only 2 or 3 possessions did we give up open looks that we really didn't want to.
Give us an idea on, I thought this team rebounded as well in the first half as we've seen all year.
Yeah. It's about time, right?
Right.
Just toughness, and on the defensive end, we did a good job, and we gained rebound. We had 5 guys in the paint getting rebounds most of the half.
All right, well, go get yourself a win, okay?
Thank you.
Once again, Mark Paulsgrove spending some time with us here. 39-33. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back with more of our continuing coverage of the Bethel Pilots. We're going to do that right after this. Once again, Pilots a 39-33 leader here at the intermission. We'll be back with more right after this on the Regional Radio Sports Network.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to to a life of courage and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
When your child's in the hospital, the last thing you want to do is to leave their bedside.
If we had to leave the hospital at any time, it would have drove us nuts.
The family room was definitely a blessing for us. We needed to be close to our daughter, and it gave us exactly what we needed at that time.
Make a difference in the life of a family when they need it most. Give to the Ronald McDonald House at Memorial Children's Hospital in South Bend. Donate to our new house at loveshinethrough.org.
Welcome back here on Regional Radio Sports. Paul Condry along with Mark Gardner. Once again, our first half being presented in part by Eric Gunther, State Farm Insurance. Think about how good it feels when people really get you, like the friends who come over when the big game is on. The neighbors next door always bring your favorite buffalo dip. Your in-laws know you need silence during clutch plays. And everyone knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having State Farm agent Eric Gunther there. Eric is here to get you to know and understand your life, so you can make it easy to help protect what's important to you. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call agent Eric Gunther in South Bend today at 574-291-1597. That's area code 574-291-1597. And once again, we want to thank them for being a part of our broadcast here today. Starting next time out, I think, Mark, we're going to try to get through our player interviews as the Crossroad Leagues continues to unfold. Just been a crazy busy trying to get everything together for this weekend's state football championships. We've got all 6 games. You can listen to those games online at www.rrsn.com. In addition to that, locally here in the Mishawaka area, you can listen on 91.1 FM, The Globe. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back. Mark's got scores. He's got stats. He has it all live from Mike Lightfoot Court. We'll be back.
This is boot camp. This is the real thing now. You've never done anything so hard in your life. You don't understand how you can finish. It takes inner strength and desire to become a Marine. When I finished, I was like, I did it. The moment I will never forget is when this drill instructor that I admire so much comes up to me and said, "Good morning, Marine."
PFC Summer Volkman became a Marine. Can you? Visit Marines.com or call 1-800-MARINES.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Welcome back here on Regional Radio Sports. Once again, I'm Paul Condry along with Coach Mark Gardner. Glad you can join us here today for college basketball from Mike Lightfoot Court inside the Gates Gymnasium. We're going to go over to Mark. He's got some stats as well as some scores. And once again, our coverage today being presented in part by our friends at Teachers Credit Union.
Manage your money like a pro with TCU. You can score big with the TCU Debit MasterCard that gives you cash back on everyday purchases. Plus, you'll win with access to hundreds of free ATMs across Indiana. Check out TCU's starting lineup of services to help you manage your cash and build your savings. Visit TCUnet.com to kick off your better banking experience. See TCU Debit MasterCard terms and conditions for details. Alliance One and Co-op ATMs within Indiana are free. New members are subject to a $7 membership fee and $5 initial share deposit.
All right, Coach, we're back here live from the Wycamp Athletic Center. 39-33 Pilots at the intermission. What a fun game.
Yeah, it's been fun, up and down tempo. Both teams playing hard, attacking the basket. Well officiated, well played first half. I mean, it's Crossroads League basketball.
Amen.
Hey, let's go with some stats here.
Need you to say more or not?
The visitors, 14 of 37, 38%. The Pilots are 15 of 38. 39%. St. Francis 5 of 16 from three-point range, 31%. Remember, they were 5 of 10 at one point when they had that lead. Bethel only 3 of 15. No free throws for St. Francis. Bethel 6 of 10. Bethel leads the rebound battle 27-21, including 7 on the offensive end. St. Francis with 3 offensive rebounds. 5 assists, 6 turnovers for the Pilots, 6 assists, 9 turnovers for the Cougars. Individual numbers, Anderson 0 of 3 from the floor. He has 3 rebounds. Mull 0 of 4 from the floor. He has 1 foul. Dullison 1 of 4 from the floor. He has 2 points, 2 rebounds. Tyler Smith 2 points and a rebound. Connor Lutzenheiser 5 points, 3 rebounds. Cushenberry 7 points, 2 assists, 1 foul. Asia 2 fouls, 1 rebound. Compton gave him a lot of energy off the bench. 2 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Jeffrey Reynolds, some nice post moves, 3 for 6 from the floor, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Hunter Hollowell doing what he does best. He's 3 of 6 from the floor, all 3-point attempts, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Pilots, Dylan Sheehy 1 of 3 from the floor. He's got 2 points and a rebound. Keontae Jenkins 5 of 9, including 2 of 3 behind the line, 12 points, 4 rebounds. Travion Cruz 1 of 5, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, but he's playing with 3 fouls. Life Granville came in, played a little defense down the stretch. Gavin Rassler 2 of 3 from the floor, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Nathan Ertz 0 of 1, 2 fouls. Jared DeHart 0 of 2, 1 rebound. Maxwell Newman 3 of 7 and 2 of 4 from the line, 8 points, 2 rebounds. Grant Galen 0 of 4 from the field, knocked down both free throws, grabbed 2 rebounds to go along with his 2 points. And Philippe Segota 3 of 4 from the field, 2 rebounds, 6 points.
Great first half for him.
Yeah, but definitely Philippe's best half since arriving here on campus. And as far as some Crossroads League scores right now, you have Marion leading Taylor 35-27. Mount Vernon with a win over Indiana Wesleyan 74-62. That's our first final.
In men's action.
Yep, they had an early start there today, so that one's done. 74-62. Mount Vernon over IWU. Huntington and Spring
Mount
Arbor.
Vernon to 10-0.
Yep, Goshen Grace, Huntington, Iowa were late starts. They were 6 and 8 o'clock doubleheaders.
Iowa drops to 6-2 and 0-1 in league play.
We'll give Brian Miller that score.
Once again, we appreciate you joining us here today, and once again, we want to thank our friends at Beef O'Brady's for their sponsorship. Beef O'Brady's in Granger now features Taco Tuesdays. Enjoy 2 tacos, your choice of chicken, steak, or fish with chips and salsa for just $6. Located at State Road 23 and Bittersweet Road. Beef's is open for lunch 11 a.m. 7 days a week. For more information, website is beefobradys.com or call 574-271-1450. Beef O'Brady's, good food, good sports. And we want to take this moment in time to say hey to our good friend Matt Copsey, who's still in the rehab center trying to learn how to walk again, trying to get that fixed up new right leg. And Matty, we're thinking about you. We love you. Also, at this point in time, Coach, I want to take a moment to wish and just ask for some prayers for some very dear friends of mine. My good friend Phil Bozeman, the head football coach at West Washington High School down in southern Indiana, was coaching his son's football game last week against Indianapolis Lutheran. Had a stroke and passed away. I've had the privilege to work with Phil for about a decade now, and got to work with him on a couple of other football-related things. But Phil, who passed away at the age of 43, 2 young children, and a wife, just would like our Bethel family and our family out there to pray for the Bozeman family of West Washington High School. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back with more Bethel University sports. 39-33, our score. Pilots lead at the intermission.
Serving Indiana residents since 1985, Centier Bank remains committed to supporting students, schools, and families. Centier Bank is a proud sponsor of the Regional Radio Sports Network Performer of the Week in recognition of outstanding athletes. Visit Centier.com today to view this week's featured athlete. Centier Bank, member FDIC.
When I got here,
they came from every corner of the country, from small towns and big cities. But they all shared one thing in common. They belonged to a family called Marines, a tough and determined few dedicated to protecting everything we hold sacred and still they come. Celebrate the history of those proud few who have earned the title Marine.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Thanks for joining us here from Mike Lightfoot Court. I'm Paul Connery along with Coach Mark Gardner. Glad you can join us here today. And once again, in case you're just joining us, St. Francis jumped down to a 4-0 lead, and then the Pilots responded in a big way. Thanks to a technical foul on Antoine Cushenberry, the former Warren Central Warrior, picked up like a technical foul, and then during that same dynamic, the Pilots were able to score on a 5-point play. Jumped the lead from 5 to 4. Pilots then ran off to a 14-7 lead at the 16:33 mark, and at the media timeout, it was 14-9 Pilots. And it was a back and forth affair between the media timeout at the 15:44 mark to the 7:44 mark. Pilots had a 26-23 lead at the media timeout at 7:35, and then the Cougars got hot, running off 3 consecutive three-point baskets on 3 consecutive possessions. They jumped up their lead to 31-26. That was their largest lead, and Steve Draven took a really important timeout at 31-28. And we talk about being productive coming out of timeouts. That's exactly what they did, Mark. Philippe Segota with a field goal coming out of a timeout. Keontae Jenkins with a field goal. Philippe with another foul. And the next thing you know, after being down 5, they had come back to take the lead at 35-33 on a Keontae Jenkins three-point basket. So I thought it was a great response. Perfect timeout for Steve to really kind of negate any type of enthusiasm or momentum that the Cougars had. And I really thought that played well for him. Just as the timeout, I thought, early by St. Francis,
yes,
it was good for head coach Chad Crosse.
Yeah, and we talk about that, Paul, whether we're calling volleyball, whether it's football, baseball, when you make a mound visit, how do people respond when coach intervenes? Because you're sitting here letting the players play the game, and then you feel like, okay, it's time for me to step in and do a little teaching. And both teams responded. And, right now I think if you're at halftime, if you're the Pilots, you're saying you can't let Hollowell get open. If you're St. Francis, you're going, man, Cruz and Galen haven't played real well, and we're still losing. This isn't good. But yet, if I'm Chad Crosse, saying do what we've been doing. They missed some shots. They had some over-the-back fouls. And, it's just one of those things that do it. Cut to the basket, knock down the open shot.
20 minutes, both teams with 5 timeouts remaining. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the chess game unfolds, especially down the stretch, especially if we have a 1 or 2 possession type of basketball game.
Well, when we talked to the women's game, there was no flow. So many fouls and turnovers that there was no flow. And in this game, the flow was so good that neither coach wanted to call a timeout after they had those 2 early ones to settle things down. The flow was good for both teams. They missed some open shots, but there weren't bad shots. There weren't turnovers. And so that's why you saw that, and that's why you see the 5 timeouts left for each team. Nobody was conservative. There was just things were going well for both teams.
We want to say hi to our good friend Don Sturgeon listening tonight. I know he's excited about his nephew, Drew Schaus, who's going to be getting into the win column tonight as the Logan Sports Berries are going to take care of Peru. And also, we're ready to get back to live play. Pilots, gray jerseys, gray shorts. Cougars, blue jerseys, blue shorts. Everybody has a little bit of blue, white, and gray here. Here's a pass inside. And
oh, boy.
What was that call?
Maxwell was posting up too hard. College basketball.
Gotta be kidding me. 19:53 to go. And now it'll be St. Francis to move from right to left. I watched a little bit of college basketball last night, Mark. I watched Ohio State for about 10 minutes. I watched Butler for about 10 minutes.
That's the exact same play down there.
Exactly.
You can call that on every play.
And I watched, and here is Reynolds with the score inside. And I watched Indiana play.
Yeah.
And I just don't get it. I mean, that's a play that happens every trip down the floor.
And Coach Draven saying the same thing. Maxwell had his arms up, posting up, and Reynolds had his arm hooked, and Maxwell got called for the foul. Here's
Rassler
for
three, no good. Newman tips it out and redirected into the hands of Keontae
and that
Jenkins.
should have been a foul on Newman.
Jenkins to the goal, he scores! What a play by KJ going down the lane.
And now Lacrosse is getting on the and Chad's right. He's saying, hey, he climbed our back down.
Here's a steal by Newman.
Here we go.
Newman back the other way with a drive, the shot, and the score. 43-35. Max makes up for that one.
All right, big fella. Maxwell
the big fella
10.
going coast to coast. Here's Lautzenheiser looking.
We won't tell Maxwell that Coach didn't have any confidence as he was yelling for his trailers to hurry up.
Here is Reynolds back in.
Double dribble up.
Steal by Galen. And then a foul called on Reynolds as he tried to trip Galen.
Good start to the half for the Pilots. Other than the offensive foul, it's a good start. Look at Coach Draven with the energy.
Boy, Keontae Jenkins, what a breath of fresh air he has brought to this unit.
I said this before, Paul. Reminds me of Tony Bedford.
Yes, he
and
does.
Just came in late in his career and was a great fit. And Keontae is he's fit in just as well, and that's a big compliment. There's
Jenkins
KJ.
Down the right side of the lane. He's hammered.
And he's not afraid of anything.
You know, one thing about it is that he has done a great job of just going with the flow of the game.
Yeah. Yep. He doesn't disrupt things. You know, if you need defense, he's going to play defense. If Travion's struggling, then he's going to attack the rim and play offense. He'll find the open teammate.
And Jenkins with the free throw, making it 44-35. Tony Bedford's senior season. We'll talk about that here as KJ is going to knock this thing down again, making it 45-35. Largest lead for either club right now is on the TCU scoreboard. Here's Cushenberry with a drive inside the lane, and he scores. Boy, a nice little play by the youngster from Warren Central High School, making it 45-37 with 8:14 to go. Here's Jenkins at the top now, goes back to Cruz. Cruz, three, no good. Rebound. Newman was pushed, I believe, from James Anderson. And it'll be, the official just pointed to the Bethel bench down here.
They're excited. You wouldn't want that with college kids.
And now Cruz to inbound the basketball. Underneath his own goal, looking. Goes now here to Newman, and another foul whistled on James Anderson. James Anderson looks like, and he may, for all I know, looks like he should be playing for Kevin Donnelly's football team. He's a big young man in there. As I alluded to earlier, 6'8", 290 pounds, a frosh. 20 on the shot clock.
Yep, got to reset the shot clock. New rule this year. Tony Benford, senior season, averaged 30 minutes a game.
And
another foul.
Foul on the inbounds on Lance Dollison.
Tony averaged 12 points a game.
And
4
that is
rebounds
the
a game.
fifth foul against St. Francis.
And that's what Chad's saying. How is that a foul?
And that'll send Jenkins to the charity stripe.
5 fouls in a minute 55. And yeah.
5 fouls in a minute and 55, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And now here is Cruz with a pass. Oh, nice job by Cushenberry to get a hand up in the passing lanes there. He turned strong safety there and knocked that pass away. There's a pass out here to Rassler, back here to Cruz. Cruz
There's
on the
a
drive.
foul. Are you kidding me? Travion Cruz just got hip checked out of bounds. Coach Polsgrove was giving us the look.
What was that?
Steve's down there going, what? Come
Unbelievable.
Okay, credit Chad for getting on him in the
Cushenberry goes to Lautzenheiser. Lautzenheiser lobs it inside to Anderson. Anderson waits for a cutter. Then he throws it away. Hey, John Natale.
No way.
John Natale was wide open.
And we're going to get a tip on that.
And now it'll be Cushenberry to inbound here along the near sideline. Now goes to Lautzenheiser. Lautzenheiser matched up against Rassler. Looks for a reversal, goes into the corner now here to Mull. Mull across the lane. Back out to the top to Cushenberry. Angles on the dribble near side. Crosses over. Oh, drives, shoots, and shot way off the mark. Great defense by Keontae Jenkins. Up court quickly to Cruz. Cruz looking for some help. Still on the hard dribble. Through the leg dribble on the far wing. Now goes to Rassler. Rassler for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 48-35. Rassler with a deuce. Triple.
That's his second triple. He has 8 points. There's a turnover. Oh, nope.
There's the ball into the far corner now. Mull, three, no good rebound. Keontae, nope. And I believe we were knocked off the air. Tanya, can you confirm that, please? We're on. There was a huge collision at the end of the press table. And I don't know if we lost the clock.
I don't know, but the officials apparently missed another call. I couldn't see it because I thought I was going to catch a 6-foot
Boy, Asia was
freshman.
And it nearly ended up in our lap here. So we're good up there, guys. Thank you. What a huge collision here at the scorer's desk. And now the officials are going to come over here. This all happened at the 16:59 mark with this collision. And the officials are trying to sort out some of the dynamics. It looks like Ben and all the guys down there, it looks like they're good to go, however.
No, Bowen's doing some work down there. We're getting some things hooked up over here.
I think we're going to have the media timeout early. I think that's what we're going to go with here. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to sort out some of the dynamics here on the press row because of the collision that knocked some of our power off. So we'll continue to work forward. Guys, I do not have any power here at my broadcast location down along the floor. Just want to let you know I'm on straight battery
power.
Hospital,
the last thing you want to do is to leave their bedside.
If we had to leave the hospital at any time, it would have drove us nuts.
Family room was definitely a blessing for us. We needed to be close to our daughter, and it gave us exactly what we needed at that time.
Make a difference in the life of a family when they need it most. Give to the Ronald McDonald House at Memorial Children's Hospital in South Bend. Donate to our new house at loveshinethrough.org.
All right, we've got our power back. That's one thing good, and we're ready to go. What an adventurous moment here. But, man, what an effort by all the kids here tonight, Mark. Both St. Francis and Bethel. I mean, this is game one of this round robin. This is going to be a special, special year. As they continue to try to, yeah, we're good now. Thank you. Okay, so now they're going to sort out some of the clock issues, and we'll try to get a reset on that. Mark, let's just get everybody up to date on where we're at here. This is 39-33. Our score was at the half, and St. Francis scored the field goal, but it's been a crazy first 5 minutes, man.
Clock's not running. There it is. Okay. And they're getting the.
Hollowell comes back out high here, now to Cushenberry. Cushenberry on the dribble. Kicks it back out to Hollowell. Back to Lautzenheiser. Lautzenheiser on the drive. Leans in on Rassler. Missed the shot. Rebound. Gavin Rassler's had a good game tonight.
Yes, he has. He has responded well from Saturday's struggles.
Keontae Jenkins with the ball on the far side wing. Lobs it inside now to Newman.
Pass.
Newman, who is wide open. Oh, what a spinner ram into the goal. Missed it. Rebound coming out of nowhere is Grant Galen. And Galen will pick up the foul.
Silly foul there by Grant Houseland, but just a silly foul. They're jumping on top of everybody. Easy call for the official. Philippe returning to the lineup.
(48-37) in favor of the Pilots. Did we officially call that a media timeout?
No, it was not a media timeout. So we should get another one. There's a nice crossover by Cushenberry. Good fake.
And Philippe coming out of nowhere there with the block. Here's Keontae Jenkins on the push out. looking for some help. Ball deflected.
Keontae
and into
got
the hands
elbowed
of
in the
Asia.
face.
Up court quickly now. Lautzenheiser stops, hits the trailer, Cushenberry, and then he throws it away. Boy, Keontae Jenkins took one off the bridge of the nose. And now we have our media timeout. It's physical. It's the Crossroads League. Best league in the country, folks. Gotta love it. No blood, no foul. That's what we like. We'll be back with more of Crossroads League men's basketball. Bethel 48, St. Francis 37. Right here on Mike Lightfoot Court. We'll return right after this.
This is boot camp. This is the real thing now. You've never done anything so hard in your life. You don't understand how you can finish. It takes inner strength and desire to become a Marine. When I finished, I was like, I did it. The moment I will never forget is when this drill instructor that I admire so much comes up to me and said, "Good morning, Marine."
PFC Summer Volkman became a Marine. Can you? Visit Marines.com or call 1-800-MARINES.
Welcome back here on Regional Radio Sports. Broadcasting live from Bethel University in Mishawaka, Indiana. I'm Paul Condry along with Coach Mark Gardner. On the floor for St. Francis, Compton, Hollowell, Asia, along with Lautzenheiser and Cushenberry. Pilots will have Rassler along with Cruz, Keontae Jenkins, Philippe Segota, and Grant Galen. And now here's Cruz over the timeline now. Comes back up to the top to Rassler. Rassler goes to Galen. Galen, triple on the way, no good. Rebound and a whistle. And what was the call?
Are you kidding me?
What was that?
Grant Gale.
He took a jump shot and he kicked his legs like he was coming off a screen. That's crazy. That's crazy. And now to inbound the basketball. Along the far side will be Austin Compton. He's actually going to be over here on the near side, excuse me.
But fortunately tonight we've had the flop and the kick called. So those plays that you see all the time.
Sure.
We got them both times.
And of course we've
by
got
the same official.
Plus we got those phantom plays inside.
Let's see what that is.
That's going to be on Philippe. Foul on Philippe Segota. And what I like about Philippe, when he makes a foul, he raises his hand like the old school.
Yep. He says, "Yep, I banged on him." Now we're going to have a discussion.
Somebody has to be the attention in the basketball game.
I thought all the fans paid to come see the guys in stripes. I don't know.
Yeah. So it'll be Compton to inbound the ball underneath his own goal. Goes to Cushenberry in the far left, in the near left-hand corner. I get my nears and fars messed up.
Moving screen there, Miss Asia.
Here's Cushenberry here at the top now.
That's what coaches question, the moving screen as well. There's another.
Still on the dribble. Lobs in his side now to Reynolds.
Good
Reynolds double team. Skip pass to the far side. He throws it into the first row. Once again, outstanding work by Rassler and Segota teaming up.
And I called for that in the first half. You got to go double Reynolds in the post. Make somebody else beat you because Reynolds is strong on the low post. He proved that in the first half. So get the ball out of his hands. And right there, he threw it in the front row.
Here's Cruz with the ball on the far wing. Stops, jump pass here to Jenkins. Jenkins loads up the triple and scores. 51-37.
Keontae with 19. Here's Hollowell with the answer. He's long.
Oh,
Good
my. Asia with a big
Asia.
rebound and a foul whistled inside.
Asia is about 3 feet above everybody else on the
My,
floor.
oh, my, could he elevate. And that'll be on Philippe Segota. Sheehy.
Got to attack the wing and find your shooter.
Finds Cruz.
There you go.
Cruz for three. Good.
That's what you do. Penetrating kicking is the 1-3-1.
Yeah, Cruz with a three-point basket at the 14:37 mark.
And Dylan's got the easy job there. You got Cruz on one side. There's a steal by Travion.
Travion back the other way. Fakes, shoots, and he had it stolen from behind.
He was
Great
worried.
defense.
Yeah, he's worried about Asia.
Over here, Holloway from the corner. Shot on the way. Good. Well, that's a huge swing right there. 54-42.
5-point swing instead of Travion getting the bucket. Here's KJ for the answer, short on the three.
Asia the rebound. Now gives way to Compton. Compton up court quickly to Hollowell. Now back to Asia. Back to Hollowell. Into the corner now to Compton. They're going to call Nathan Ertz with the hold. That's traditionally a 15-yard penalty, an automatic first down on the holding call, but not tonight.
Coach said Philippe, and Alex Daniel grabbed him like, Coach, he's just gotten his breath. Yeah.
And now here's Hollowell with the basketball. Mid-range 14-footer in and out of the cylinder. Ball deflected into the hands of Nathan Ertz.
Yeah, Ertz playing with 3 fouls. See if you can buy a few more minutes for Philippe.
Here's Dylan Sheehy in the corner. Back out to Keontae Jenkins. Keontae Jenkins goes right side now to Ertz. Back out to Sheehy. Sheehy at the top, drives down the lane. Left-handed shot on the way. Score it and a foul call. No, they're going to wave it off.
Going to wave it off. It's a good, strong move by Dylan.
So whistled out against St. Francis, Hunter Holloway, the 6'5", 180-pound junior.
2 fouls on Hollowell.
And at the 13:35 mark.
Pilots go small.
And now the fouls are dead even at 6-all.
Imagine that. Pilots go small with DeHart coming in for Ertz now. So you have Newman and 4 minis.
Here is Cruz with an 18-footer straight on good over Compton. That makes it 56-42. 13-28. Cruz with back-to-back. That gives him 5 points the last 2 possessions.
Let's see if Hollowell tries to post up Jenkins down there. Got a double. There you go.
Good ball out here on the near wing. Compton. Back out to Hollowell. Hollowell on the drive. Throws it into the hallway.
I loved Ryan Lutz as a Bethel Pilot, but I used to tell people his shooting percentage went down by probably 25% when he put the ball on the floor. You know, he was a catch-and-shoot shooter. Same thing for Hollowell. He wants to catch and shoot. When he puts the ball on the floor, you get that action right there where he throws it away trying to force stuff. You have to make him dribble. Otherwise, he will make you pay by dropping a 3.
Dylan Sheehy goes now here to DeHart on the far side. Back to Sheehy. Gives it off to Cruz. Cruz looking for some help. Skip pass to DeHart. DeHart back to KJ.
Nice move.
KJ with the drive inside. Missed the shot. Rebound. Reynolds up court quickly now on the breakout now. Here is the ball. The hands of Hollowell. 3, no good. Rebound. Keontae Jenkins goes up high.
Yeah, Maxwell took the blunt of that one there. A good drive last time by KJ, but he actually did too good of a job avoiding contact. Just go out and
would be a bad timeout for Steve to take a timeout. Here is Newman. 3-point shot. Good. And then on the other hand, forget that.
Maxwell says, come on, coach. I'm open.
59-42 is Max with the triple.
13 points for Newman.
And for Newman, he came into the ballgame, Mark, 3 of 6 from downtown. Give him 4 now. Here's a round-the-back dribble by Tyler Smith.
Oh, my. Good defense. Hey, let's say this, Paul. Kind of exciting having the fans behind us filling up the stands. A little excitement over there across the way.
It's good stuff, man.
These young men deserve it. They're playing hard.
Absolutely. This is the Crossroads League. I try to tell people everywhere I go about how great this league is. People have no conceptual design on how good this league is and how good the coaching is in this league. And Tyler Smith, a transfer in from Florida Southern, actually played at Northeastern High School out near my good friend Don Surgeon, and on the 1 and bonus, and they're going to call a foul on Max Newman, who did the Fosbury flop right there. That's Academy Award-winning performance.
That's what the Bethel bench is saying. That was a great time to
Unbelievable.
have the flop. He did not throw an elbow. He had his hands up in the air grabbing the rebound. So Newman's second.
And now Compton with another opportunity, and Philippe will check back into the game now as Max will check out.
Max tried to give Jalen Mole a high five as they were crossing paths. He gave Philippe one. He reached out to Mole, and Mole just looked at him, left him hanging.
Once again, Compton at the line here. Compton, an 81% free throw shooter. 2 hard dribbles, free throw, picture perfect. That makes it 59-43. 12:09 to go here in the second half of play. Pilots lead at one point in time was as big as 15. Second free throw gets that Steve Draven shooter's roll right there. 59-44.
Should get a hand check here.
Here is DeHart in the corner now here to get.
There's your hand check.
And That'll send Grant Galen to the line, and the Pilots will take that every day and twice on Sunday.
Absolutely. And they just need to be aggressive right now. If St. Francis is going to get up in them, shoot free throws the rest of the game.
Number 30 on the season, 92%. As a matter of fact, Galen on the season, number 3 in the country in three-point field goals made with 34. Number 8 in the country, Mark, at the line, 92%. And he continues to shoot the rock well at the line with a pair there, 61-44. Here's the ball into the far corner, Compton. Triple, good. 61-47. Compton with the 3 ball at the 11:47 mark.
It's a big shot for Compton. He's giving his team high energy, but now he's knocked down a triple.
I said earlier, here's Dehart with a wide open look and knocking it down. Jared Dehart, his first 3-point basket since the second game after the injury. And for Dehart, he's now 2 for 9 on the year.
We'll take that as he works his way back on that ankle.
Here is Reynolds with an off-balance shot, no good. Rebound, Compton. Compton through traffic, shoots from the block, no good. Dehart tries to save it, can't. And it's Dawson shoveling inside Compton. How about a 3-second violation? Nope. Up court quickly, Galen. Galen on the breakout, drive, shoots, scores. And that makes it 66-47 Pilots. 11:07 to go in the half.
Cruz now with 7 rebounds, 7 assists.
Reynolds to the goal. Shot no good. Philippe was there. What a job by Philippe Segota.
Yeah, and coach wants to run. Let's keep running, keep attacking. Stop and pop.
Here is the ball in the hands of Galen into the corner now. Sheehy looking for some help. He just drug his pivot foot.
Yes, he did.
Here is Cruz out here at the top now. Goes back to Sheehy. Sheehy with a drive across the lane. 14-foot fadeaway, no good. Rebound goes off at Galen out of bounds.
Grant got shoved in the back.
The question is, who's going to take the timeout here? Which one of these coaches is going to break first?
Rolling. There we go.
Boy, I tell you what, now Keontae Jenkins, after getting a break, will come into the ballgame now for Philippe. Boy, I tell you, what a job Philippe Segota has done tonight. Oh, my. He has come of age as the 6'7", 210-pound freshman. Welcome to the Crossroads League. Look at the basketball. Compton comes to a jump stop, comes back out here now to Mull. Mull kicks back to Compton. Compton, shot on the way in and out, no good. Rebound, Jared Dehart. And then Dehart was hit on the hand by Tyler Smith, and now Jared Dehart will shoot free stuff.
Yeah, we're going to be shooting a lot of free throws down the stretch.
Jared Dehart has yet to shoot a free throw this season, Mark. For those people who may or may not know, Jared, of course, started the first 2 games of the season for the Bethel Pilots and then was injured and got his first action back against Cardinal Stritch. Played some limited minutes on Saturday, and now he's getting his first Crossroads League game in as his free throw is good. 67-47, 10-14 to go.
Some early scores here, Paul. 5:28 in the first half. Spring Arbor leads Huntington 31-20. 8:08 to play in the first half. Grace over Goshen 32-20.
Dehart's second free throw, no good, but look at
KJ.
KJ coming out of there with a rebound. Here's Cruz with a drive down the lane with the pick and roll, and he scores. 69-47. Cruz control.
Cruz with 11 now. No basket on the floor. Foul on Dehart.
Latzenheiser's going to check into the game now for Lance Dawson.
So you got Cruz with 11, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Keontae 19, 6 rebounds, 3 assists.
Mark, check the numbers on Lance Dawson for tonight.
Dawson tonight, 1 of 4 from the field. He's missed all 3 3-pointers. 3 rebounds, 2 fouls, 2 points.
Averages 13 points and nearly 5 rebounds per game, and he is back on the bench. Luke Cummings, the associate head coach, had some fine things to say about him when he came off the bench. Didn't think he was very happy with his performance. And a pair of free throws are good.
Coach Traven did the old out safe call. He stretched his hands out and said 30. So he gave the full motion, but he called for a 30.
30-second timeout. We want to thank our friends at the Gates Automotive Group. Take advantage of the Turkey Time Test Drive giveaway at any of the Gates Automotive locations in Michiana. During November, take a no-hassle, no-obligation valet test drive and get a free turkey or a ham for your holiday dinner. Choose from over 1,000 vehicles at Gates Chevy World, Gates Toyota, Gates of Granger, or Gates of Elkhart. For more information, go to www.gatesautomotive.com. Also want to thank our friends at Eric Gunther State Farm Insurance. Think about the people who really get you, like your favorite sportscaster, your favorite coach. Who knows you better than those guys? Nobody. Or how about your State Farm agent, Eric Gunther? He's here to help you understand your life and help protect what's important. Call Eric Gunther. We did at 574-291-1597. Eric Gunther, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and he's over there right now.
I see one of the Gunther girls. There's Travi under the rack with the sign that says "Life is good at Bethel." Life Granville fans.
Here is Galen for a three. God! Grant Galen with the three ball from 29, 72-49. Double G.
Got to get back and get a stop, though. He gave up easy layup. You can't knock down a triple, give up a layup.
Here's Galen with a basketball here. Stepping back. Match up against three-point shooters out there. There's a pass inside to Newman. Newman with a left-handed shot, no good. Rebound, Lautzenheiser.
And that's where Max has to gather himself. He had a small man on him, and he kind of rushed that shot.
Lautzenheiser goes out to Hollowell. Hollowell jump pass inside to Lautzenheiser, and he scores the field goal. Makes it 72-53. 9:07 to go in regulation.
And
Pilots with the lead.
That's what we saw early in the game, Paul. Good basket cuts, and that's a great cut and find.
Now with the ball here at the top, Cruz goes right side now to Dehart. Dehart pull up 14-footer, no
There's
good.
A foul.
And a foul whistled on whom?
Hollowell just shoved, and he said, yep, he's not. And he just ran Maxwell Newman over. Well, I thought
or was it Galen? All right, we got a great opportunity for the guys to go out there and get the mops. No, Steve Draven says, no, I'll come to the rescue. They got the mops. They got the mops over there, and nobody manning the mops. What is up with that?
Come on, Coach Hess. Concession stand closed with 9 minutes to go. The head coach is mopping the floor. What's going on over here at Bethel University?
Max Newman going in the line.
What if people are hungry in the final 9 minutes? Are you kidding me?
Max Newman, 6'8", 230-pound freshman from Monrovia. With the 8:54 mark, will shoot the free throw, and he got the roll. 73-53. And Newman with one more opportunity forthcoming.
Dylan Sheehy looked like he playing a little game of hide and seek there. Started to run into the lane, then made sure he got the officials laughing down there. Wanted to make sure the official didn't throw the ball to Maxwell as he was stepping in the lane.
Max got the
nice
second
roll.
shooter's roll, too. 74-53.
All right, don't let him go coast to coast here. You got to get some stops.
Cushenberry at the top. Now matched against Cruz. Backs him in, goes back to Hollowell. Hollowell triple, good.
See,
he's a dynamite shooter.
Even though he made a great pass last possession, you only gave up 2 points as opposed to 3 points. Let's see who they're calling this foul on. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Everybody's walking down here to shoot. He called the foul on Dehart. Are you kidding me? Yeah, the Bethel staff just realized, Paul, I'm speechless. See, even the other two officials are asking what he called.
Hey. Nobody came to watch this guy.
Oh, my goodness. That is
8:39 to go.
That is unbelievable.
And to the charity stripe, it'll be Jaylon Mull, 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore, shooting 72% from the line, average 5.5 rebounds. Or check that, 5.5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a turnover. And he will go to the line here to shoot. He did his prep work at Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian. Free throw, no good. And Life Granville will check back into the game now. Life will go in for Jared Dehart.
That's a tough break there for Jared. But again, another one of those calls that you never see. We dig it out of the back pocket. Makes you look like you know the rules.
Mull, second free throw, no good, so he misses 2 free throws at 8:37.
Should get a hand check here. There it is. Not going to get it called. Another.
But here's Hollowell with a basketball on the dribble drive.
There's a charge.
And they're going to call a blocking foul on Dylan Sheehy on the dribble drive and the kick out. And that will send to the line will be Holloway.
Yeah, Hollowell,
a 54%. How does a guy shoot 54% from the charity stripe and can light it up like a Christmas tree from three-point range is beyond me. Well, there's the reason why.
He should step back another 10 feet because he's a shooter.
74-57, 8:24 to go.
There's a lot of basketball left in this game.
Yes, there is.
Especially with all these free throws we're going to see.
And now we have a lane violation. All right,
you don't see that every day. Guy
one of one,
line stepped in.
lane violation.
If you're not a regular listener and you're not understanding these calls, don't worry. It's okay.
Here is Cruz with the ball with a drive down the lane. Shoots from the left block. No good. Newman, the rebound. He had it stripped away.
Got hit.
Ball's on the floor. We have a timeout. St. Francis.
He rolled over. That should be a travel.
Steve Draven goes out to see the official. And 8:15 to go. We'll have a timeout, St. Francis. USF with 8:15 to go takes the timeout. That they have 4 remaining. And we want to thank our friends at First Source Bank.
Today's game on the Regional Radio Sports Network is sponsored by First Source Bank. First Source Bank proudly supports Bethel University students, faculty, staff, and alumni with personal banking services. First Source Bank, proud supporter of BU Athletics.
On the floor for the Pilots, it'll be Galen, along with Cruz, Dylan Sheehy, Life Granville, and Max Newman. St. Francis will come back with Cushenberry, Tyler Smith, Hollowell, Lotzenheiser, and Jalen Mole. As the officials continues to talk things over with Chad Lacrosse.
Probably wishing Chad and his family a happy Thanksgiving
Absolutely.
like he did us before the game.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Smith with the basketball here at the top now. Goes to Cushenberry, the far wing. He traveled. He ran before he even dribbled. Here's Tyler Smith with a drive inside. Block shot by Max Newman. Up court quickly. Here's Grant Galen.
That's got to be a foul. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. There's a technical foul, of course. Yep, got to make yourself known. He is single-handedly taking over this game.
This is unbelievable.
Paul,
listen to the fans, folks. Yeah. I'm not saying a thing.
I've said it before. I had him when I was a JV coach here as an official, and he just did not do a good job for me.
Cushenberry will go to the line. Hollowell's going to go to the line. Mark, I just got to let it go.
Yep. Hollowell heading back to the line.
Hollowell.
This should be the technical foul first, which I'm surprised they're having Hollowell shoot the technical foul.
All you got to do is you go watch the. All I want you to do, folks, is go watch the archive of this broadcast on www.rrsn.com. I don't need to say another word. It can tell you all you need to know. Hunter Hollowell will go to the line. Free throw, no good.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're having Hollowell shoot the technical. You've got Cushenberry is an 82% foul shooter.
One more opportunity for number 42.
And then they'll get 2 free throws for the actual foul.
Second free throw, no good. That's the second time they missed 2 free throws at the 8:37 mark.
And that was Hollowell as well.
Yeah.
And so now you send Cushenberry to the line to shoot the actual fouls, who's at 82%.
Cushenberry, a 5'8", 160-pound sophomore who started all 11 games, former Warren Central Warrior, and he misses the free throw.
So Galen heads to the bench with 4 fouls, picking up the personal and the technical.
Second free throw is good, so he was one of the 2.
Cruz will get fouled right away when he gets the ball. I don't know if it'll get called, but
74-58 is our score. Pilots with the ball. Here's Cruz over the timeline now. Bump from behind, throws it inside now to Newman. Newman is hit, and that'll send Newman to the line. We'll be here till midnight at this stage. And now we have a media timeout. 7:44 to go in regulation. Media timeout. We'll thank some of our great friends who are listening, and thank you once again for your long-time support and text. Say hi to my good friend Don Sturgeon, who's listening out in northeastern Indiana. And once again, we're glad that you could be a part of this one. Mark, well, next time out, or on the road up at Spring Arbor. Should be some fun time to see the champion of the NAI National Tournament, Ryan Cottingham and company.
That'll be a good one. I'll get you a score update in just a second.
74-58. This game has come down.
We will have
crawl now.
Yeah, we'll have 8 o'clock starts finishing before we finish tonight. Let's see what we got.
Cruz, Max Newman, Nathan Ertz, Keontae Jenkins, and Dylan Sheehy will be on the floor for the Pilots.
9:29 to play in the game. Marion leads Taylor 67-51.
On the floor, it will be Hollowell, Lautzenheiser, Reynolds, Compton, and Cushenberry.
Spring Arbor up 44-30 at the half. Goshen up 40-31 over Goshen. I'm sorry, Grace over Goshen, 40-31. 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Max Newman to the charity stripe. The 6'8", 230-pound freshman who came into today's game averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, a block, and a turnover a game. He's been shooting 60% today. He missed that first one.
He's got 15 points, 5 rebounds, so those stats are going to go up. And he knocks down the second one. He is 5 of 8 from the foul line today, so those will also go up at this point.
75-58 Pilots. Cushenberry flares to the right wing, guarded by Jenkins. Now back here to the point. Crosses over, drives.
Hooked him. Didn't get called, though.
Ball's on the floor, and Reynolds picks it up. Now to Cushenberry into the corner. 3-point shot good. Nobody went out and got him.
Yeah, you got
75-61.
Coach Draven right in front of us calling for the hook.
Here's Cruz with the ball. Right side. Picks up some traffic. Now to Keontae Jenkins on the near wing. KJ looks. Now goes to Ertz. Ertz drives, spins back to Newman. Newman waits for a cutter. Now hits Cruz. Coming down the lane, missed the shot. Got the rebound back. Cruz comes back into the corner.
And Hollowell.
Newman, 3, no good. Rebound, deflected around, and Hollowell down on the floor with 6 minutes and 54 seconds to go. I think he's speaking into a whole nother octave right now.
Yeah, he got hit below the belt. Didn't see how or why, but he got hit below the belt. And
St. Francis.
He says to the trainer, I don't need you out here. And the trainer's thinking, I didn't really want to come out on that one. It's okay. We're on the same page, young man. The
pain is undescribable. And now he's coming out of the ballgame, and Lance Dollison will check back in.
We got 19 fouls against Bethel, 18 fouls against St. Francis this evening. Still have 6:54 to go.
A lot of time left. Cushenberry now. Here at the top, coming around a high side screen. Still on the lick, goes into Compton in the corner. Compton matched up by Dylan Sheehy. Now dribbles to the point now. Still on that left-hand dribble. Gives way to Cushenberry on the far wing. 14 on the shot clock. Here's Cushenberry with a drive down the lane. Looks for ball reversal. Back here to Lautzenheiser. Back to Cushenberry. Cushenberry on the dribble. Shovels it out inside here to Reynolds. Left-handed shot on the way.
Nice
good
shot.
possession.
Yeah, that's good.
But it took a long time. 6:26-75. 63.
He'll take a long time
Pilots
to get
need
the
a
2
score
points.
here.
Yeah, that's a good possession right there.
Here is Ayers with the basketball now. Back to Sheehy. Now goes to Cruz. Cruz back out to Keontae Jenkins. Jenkins on the drive.
Body.
Inside. High off the glass, though. Good rebound. And they got to call a foul on Max Newman over the back. It was a good call.
Yeah, but I thought Keontae got bodied going to the basket.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, the over-the-back call is correct. I won't argue that one.
And that will send Reynolds to the line. And just like this, Coach, you get into this, and now you're at a 10-point game. Pilots just moments ago had a 22-point lead.
That's what Keontae's saying. That, hey, I'm attacking the basket. There's body there.
So to the charity stripe, Jeffrey Reynolds. I like his game.
Yeah, this is an interesting team. You got some guys that are just real athletic slashers, and then you got a guy like Compton and Lutzenhauser who just play hard. And then Reynolds is a strong post player. Hollowell can knock down 3, so it's a good mix.
Philippe Segota comes back in. Jared Diar checks back in as Sheehy and Newman grab some pine time. Second free throw rattles in and out, no good. Philippe Segota with a rebound. Another 2 missed free throws.
Yeah,
3 times here in the second half, they've had free throw opportunities missed.
Yeah, they're 8 of 16 from the foul line today.
That's a team that comes into the game shooting 72%. And I was screened out of the way, so what was the call, Coach?
Call to travel on the pump fake and drive for Ertz.
Just don't like the feel of this.
No, that's 16 turnovers for the Pilots, 17 for the Cougars.
Pilots come in averaging 13. Cougars come in averaging 12. Cushenberry. And a blocking foul called on Keontae Jenkins.
Keontae is going to get teed up here pretty soon. Yeah, and that's Keontae's frustration is that he didn't get the foul when he attacked the basket down here, and then he's called for the block.
Antoine Cushenberry, who's been a great free throw shooter at 82%, will go to the line with 5:43 to go. And he knocks it down. That makes it 75-64.
He's got 18 points in the evening.
Wouldn't be a bad time to take a timeout and just make sure you got your offensive stuff together here. Good free.
Yeah, just get your composure. Guys are frustrated right
75-65, 5:42 to go.
When was the Pilots' last bucket, Paul?
Last Bethel. I'll let you look at this as I call the game. Here's Cruz with a shot, no good. Rebound, Segota tracks it down. Comes back out here to Ertz. Back it out.
Travion trying to post up down low on Cushenberry.
Keontae Jenkins now. Jenkins.
7:19 mark, 2 minutes ago.
With the basketball, Keontae with the drive down the lane. They're going to call it the other way.
Yeah, it's a charge.
Need a timeout.
I think Cushenberry hit his head on the floor, so need to probably check on him. He's obviously hurt, and he's holding his head over here.
5:18 to go.
Turnover number 17.
And now Cushenberry will walk it up. They score here, now you're in single digits, and then the whole world changes. Cushenberry with a crossover on a high side screen. Drives inside. Now to Lautzenheiser. Lautzenheiser drives, shoots, no. Rebound, Reynolds no good. Finally, Philippe Segota cleans the glass. And then Philippe was mugged inside and no call. Steal. Cougars basketball, Cushenberry. Over on the far side, Cushenberry drives down the lane. Kick back out to Lautzenheiser for three. No good. Rebound. Reynolds kicks it back out and he throws it away.
If it goes out of bounds down here, it'll be Bethel ball down here. It's Bethel ball down here. Yeah, Cushenberry, if he hustles after that, Bethel has to go the length of the court.
See if Steve will take a timeout here with 4:39 to go. No, he's going to make him play through it. And it will be Ertz to inbound the ball to the left of the lane from where Mark and I sit. Now goes to Cruz at the elbow. Cruz down the lane. Shot, scores. 77-65. Cruz with the field goal.
Yeah, he just willed himself to that bucket.
Here's Cushenberry with a drive inside now. Here to Reynolds, and he scores. Making it 77-67, 4:22 to go.
Yeah, Pilots work so hard to get a bucket and then give it back that quickly.
Here's Jenkins with a jab step. Looks for some help on the dribble. Kick back out now to Segota, back to Cruz. Cruz, wide open 15-footer, rims no. And rebound in the hands of Reynolds. Up court quickly now, Cushenberry on the far sideline.
Travion now 4 of 14 on the evening.
Lobs it inside now here to Reynolds. One-on-one against Segota.
Got a double.
Here's a shot, no good. Keontae Jenkins tips it alive and won the war.
And Segota and Compton. Compton's bleeding. Compton's bleeding in the eye.
Ryan, he's bleeding.
And here's a foul.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. What is going on,
Nobody
Mark?
knows that Compton's bleeding. There we go.
And Compton is beside himself. The officials are walking around doing whatever they do.
Shouldn't be a free throw if it's an offensive foul.
And the ball will be inbound right here in front of our vantage point with 3:40 to go. 10-point Pilot lead. And now to inbound, it'll be Tyler Smith. Gets it back to Cushenberry.
Players got to keep their composure here.
Cushenberry here on the near side wing is going to.
Philippe's bleeding too, it looks like. Bleeding out of his nose.
Back out to the top to Lautzenheiser. Wrap around to Reynolds. Reynolds one-on-one against Philippe. Right-handed shot, no good. Rebound. Reynolds got the foul, no good. And finally, the Pilots get out hustled again. Tyler Smith out hustled. Here's Cushenberry coming out of nowhere, and a foul whistled against the Pilots. Keontae Jenkins.
See if they can call Keontae or Philippe on that. They're going to get Philippe on that one. His third.
And with 3:17 to go. And now to the charity stripe, Cushenberry, who's going to let her rip, and he missed one.
Wow. 9 missed free throws this half for a team that trails by 10.
Hey, 25.
Newman back in, so you have the 2 freshmen, and Newman and Ertz, and then Keontae, Travion, and DeHart on the floor for the Pilots.
Free throw on the way, good by Cushenberry, one of the 2. Now once again we're in a 3-possession ball game. 77-68 Pilots. Here's Ertz with the basketball.
Holy cow.
Here is Ertz with a drive shot, rejected ball, deflected into the hands of Smith. Smith back the other way. Knifes through track and finds Lautzenheiser. Lautzenheiser on the drive. Shot no good. Rebound in the hands of Jared DeHart.
Yeah, slow it down here.
It's been mass chaos here tonight. And now Steve Draven is going to take a timeout with 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go. A Bethel University timeout. He's going to take a full timeout, and we'll be back with more. Once again, 77-68. The Rugged Crossroads League is underway. Boy,
wouldn't be blood if it wasn't the Crossroads League, right?
Every day,
right.
The men and women of the United States Marine Corps demonstrate their commitment to defend the American way of life. Since 1775, we have served our nation as a force in readiness. From combat operations to humanitarian assistance in every corner of the world. No matter where the mission takes us today, or wherever our country needs us tomorrow, we always remember the land we call home. As Marines, we take a stand for each other, for our nation, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Welcome back here on Regional Radio Sports. Gardner, Condrey up there in the perch running the show. She's in charge, the superstar of this team, Tanya Condrey, ladies and gentlemen. 77-68, home team. Nathan Ertz will inbound the ball right next to Mark Polsgrove and Steve Draven and Alex Daniel, Will Abbott, Bethel coaching staff. Now here's Cruz with the ball. Back to Ertz. Picked up by Holloway, back to Jared DeHart. Left side now to Keontae Jenkins. Now here into the far corner now Ertz. Gives back to KJ at the point now. KJ gives way now to Cruz. Cruz drives down the right side of the lane. Scores the layup. 79-68. I think that was the design play?
Yeah. You run 20 seconds off, you give Travion the ball, and you get the heck out of his way.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
Offense.
Cushenberry, far side, comes out now here to Smith. Smith lobs it inside to Reynolds. Reynolds
got a double.
Matched up.
Got a double.
He'll spin, he'll fake.
There
ball
it is.
Deflected and stolen right back by the Pilots and stolen right back by the Cougars. Here's Lautzenheiser for 3, no good. Rebound into the hands of Howell. Pilots and missed another box out. Shot from the far side, good for 3. Once again, the Pilots are their own worst enemy because they never put a body on anybody.
Yep, got to go get that rebound. That's 10 offensive rebounds.
Is that a 2 or a 3, Mark? They got 2 on the scoreboard. Was it 79-71? What is it?
71. Yep, it was a 3. It was 79-68 before that one.
Okay.
So that was a triple for Lautzenheiser.
So with 1:59 to go, timeout.
St. Francis.
USF.
Yep.
Let's get at you a game reset. 10 fouls have been whistled on both basketball teams. That happened right about the turn of the century, actually. 3 timeouts are remaining. The alternating possession arrow favors the Pilots. 1 minute, 59 seconds to go in regulation is where we're at right now after the USF timeout. Taking a look ahead into the next round of Crossroads League men's basketball games. Mount Vernon at Marion. Goshen at Huntington. Grace at Taylor. How about this one? Indiana Wesleyan will be at St. Francis. And the Pilots on the road at SAU to take on the defending national champions.
Marion up 20 with 2.5 minutes to play against Taylor. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say we can mark that one down as a Marion W.
Okay, that moves Marion, the 14th ranked team, to 6-1 on the season.
Mount Vernon already beat Indiana Wesleyan.
They remain perfect at 10-0. They're now 1-0.
Grace, 14-point leader at the half over Goshen. Spring Arbor, 14-point leader at the half over Huntington. And obviously we have this 8-point game here where the Pilots lead St. Francis, but they were up as many as 21 earlier.
And so the Pilots to move the length of the floor against the full court USF pressure, as Nathan Ertz will be the quarterback. Gets it now here to Cruz.
If I'm St. Francis, I go trap Cruz. Get the ball out of his hands, but I'm sitting here.
Cruz over here to the near side.
Or let him
right
throw it away.
through the hands
That's a
to
good call.
Keontae Jenkins. Nice job by Tyler Smith in the turnover. Offense for defense, and now Holloway's in, your three-point shooter, and the Pilots just gave it away.
Yeah, that's great job by
USF.
By USF jumping the passing lane, and unfortunately went out of Keontae's hands last.
Cushenberry here on the near side wing, comes around a high side screen. Oh, look at it, right open underneath is Reynolds. Here's the pass, and then they're going to call around the back on Newman, a silly foul.
Freshman, yeah.
Jeez.
Make him post up and let your help come over. Make him score over you. Don't send him to the foul line. That's what Coach Draben's saying. Why? Just recognize the
1:42
situation.
to go. And that's the fourth foul on Max Newman. And Reynolds at the line. The right-handed shot is good.
And remember, the Pilots are playing without Nick Pluta, starting center, out with the ankle injuries and a boot over there. Got one of those boots at home. Wear it way too often.
One more opportunity for Reynolds. The Greenwood Woodman shot and got that shooter's roll. And now it's a 6-point ball game, 79-73.
He has 14 tonight. Hollowell 16, Lautzenheiser 10, and Cushenberry 20.
If the Pilots lose this one, this will be a major blow. Here is Cruz inside for a shot, and he's hammered. Once again, though, with 1:30 to go, you're going to put Cruz at the line. Cruz on the season, an 87% free throw shooter.
Reynolds' fourth foul.
And number 3 to go to the line.
Offense, defense here is just have Hollowell checking in.
Cruz knocks it down, 80-73. That makes it a 3-possession game.
Pilots are 15 of 21 from the foul line tonight.
Dylan Shee will check into the game now for Nathan Ertz. Philippe Segota just talked to Coach Draben. He's going to send him in. And the free throw on the way by Cruz is good. That makes it 81-73. 90 seconds to go as Newman checks out.
Yeah, Coach doesn't want him to let him roll the ball to half court, so he has Keontae come up with some pressure.
Cushenberry drives all the way inside. Keontae Jenkins lost his footing. Here's a shot from the far wing. Cushenberry knocks down the 3 ball, 81-76.
That backfired.
And now with 1:20 to go, and once again, the USF will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 80 seconds to go. I promise it'll be over soon. We'll be back with more after this.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Indiana, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Paul Condrey, Mark Gardner, glad you can join us here today. Watch 30 minutes ago, what looked like it was going to be the Pilots on cruise control. Pilots had a 72-49 lead, Mark, at the 10-minute mark. Do the math.
24 points 10 minutes ago, and now it's down to 5.
And then with 80 seconds to go, missed free throws by St. Francis has hurt them.
Yeah.
The officiating has been all over the map. And I'm not saying anything else other than that in that regard. And the Pilots have played not to lose instead of playing to win.
So if you're St. Francis, you don't have to foul this possession. It's only a 2-possession game. You don't have to foul. And you can be kind of aggressive because we've seen some bumps that have been let go. You don't know.
Grant Galen in here just so.
I wouldn't yet. Well, I wouldn't mind
just
it being
for the
up and out,
fouls.
but I wouldn't think that they're going to foul. So, normally if you knew they were fouling, I'd say yes. If I am St. Francis, I foul Sheehy in the situation.
Jenkins goes in here.
Oh, my
now.
gosh, he traveled, but he got pushed. Chad can't believe that he.
And a foul on Smith as Jared Dehart will have to come down there and he'll have to knock down some free. But once again, only 1 second came off the clock.
Both of these coaches are really hustling up and down the sideline. Sure nobody blows an Achilles here for these guys.
So Jared Dehart with 4 points on the night. Free throw, high arching shot is good to make it 82-76.
He was 1 of 2 earlier. He's 1 of 4 from the floor tonight. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 points now.
This is the big one here. Philippe Segota will check back in. Dehart nails them both.
Timeout Bethel.
83-76, and we'll take a timeout right here. Once again, just a quick reminder for those of you who are fans of American tackle football. Yours truly and the Regional Radio Sports Network team will be broadcasting all 6 IHSAA state championship football games coming up on Friday and Saturday. And you can listen to them online at globeradio.org and on rsn.com. You can listen to them here locally. Some great matchups in this one. In Class 1A, you got the Lafayette Central Catholic. It's going to be matched up against the Indianapolis Lutheran Saints. 2A, you got a rematch. Western Boone, who won the state championship last year when they beat Eastbrook. Class 3A, Bishop Chatard out of Indianapolis will be trying to win a state championship. They're going to be, and then of course in 4A, great matchups going on there. 5A, I like my game between New Pal and Valparaiso. 6A, I like this one too. We got battle of the Metropolitan Interscholastic Conference between Center Grove and Carmel. That 4A game between Evansville Memorial and East Noble should be a dandy. But it should be some fun time had by all.
So last possession, Bethel came up to press, and Cushenberry just went coast to coast, stepped back and knocked down a triple.
Cushenberry with the ball on the near wing, comes around a screen, drives down the right side of the lane, throws that off balance shot up, and he scores again. 83-78. And a timeout USF with 1:09 to go. And we'll take a timeout as well. Now Grant Galen's going to come out on the floor, and that's what we thought we would see. And we'll do that right after this.
Manage your money like a pro with TCU. You can score big with the TCU Debit MasterCard that gives you cash back on everyday purchases. Plus, you'll win with access to hundreds of free ATMs across Indiana. Check out TCU's starting lineup of services to help you manage your cash and build your savings. Visit TCUnet.com to kick off your better banking experience. See TCU Debit MasterCard terms and conditions for details. Alliance One and Co-op ATMs within Indiana are free. New members are subject to a $7 membership fee and $5 initial share deposit.
Paul Condry along with Mark Gardner. Glad you can join us here today. And we want to thank our friends at the Gates Automotive Group for their support, and they're going to wish you all a blessed Thanksgiving.
The Gates Automotive Group wants to know what you are thankful for. During November, take a no-hassle, no-obligation valet test drive and get a free turkey or ham for your holiday dinner. Gates is thankful for your continued trust in them to provide dependable service and great vehicles at low prices. For more information, go to www.gatesautomotive.com.
Dehart, Cruz, Galen, Keontae Jenkins, and Max Newman are on the floor for the home team.
I don't know what's more impressive, that my 5-year-old daughter is alert behind me and awake still, or that my mom's awake across the way. I'm trying to debate what's more impressive.
She just heard you and said, wow.
She's making faces at Madison behind me, I think.
Jared Dehart to inbound the ball. Gets inside to Keontae Jenkins. Up
there
court
you
quickly
go.
to Cruz. Cruz on the drive. Inside for the score.
Can't get contact on that. That's a tough shot for Travion.
With 1 minute to go. 85-78. Ball out here now to Smith. Back to Cushenberry. Cushenberry around the screen. Looks, comes back out to Lautzenheiser. Lautzenheiser over here on the near side. Cushenberry, triple, good.
Got it.
85-81.
St. Francis takes their last time out.
46.5 seconds to go.
That's a high
What a game
risk,
for
high
Cushenberry.
reward play by Cruz, attacking the basket, thinking he's going to get the foul call on that last drive.
Cushenberry, what a game for him after starting.
8 of 12. Yeah, that score's not right.
85-81 is the score. The scoreboard's wrong.
Cushenberry, 8 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, 6 of 8 from the foul line, 25 points, 5 assists. Yes, that was not a 6-point play. Home scorekeeper.
That's the score right there,
Yeah.
85-81, 46.5 seconds. The Bethel coaching staff are ready to blow a gasket here. As the officials are talking things over, can you grab a here and there?
Alex Daniels said, "What are you looking at?" He said the score was incorrect. They had 85-84, and Alex said, "Really?"
On the floor, Galen, Dehart, Cruz, Newman, Keontae Jenkins. It'll be Cushenberry along with Smith, Lautzenheiser, Reynolds, and who am I missing out there? And Jalon Moll.
Yep.
Here's Cruz with the basketball. Gets that over to Dehart. Dehart is knocked to the floor with 42.3 seconds to go. Now they're going to go into the Mark Gardner
Absolutely.
coaching mode where you're going to foul you and make you make free throws.
I loved it as a coach. I hate it as a fan and a broadcaster because I want to get home and rest since I haven't been home all day. But, yeah, you have to make the other team beat you. Don't make them earn it at the foul line. I love this strategy.
Dehart will go to the line here. Free throw is perfect. 86-81.
Remember last year, Jared missed some big free throws down the stretch in a key game against Indiana Tech. And so you see that big sigh of relief from him when he knocked that down. Got another one. Good for him. There you go.
87-81.
He's had a nice night. Again, his stat line isn't impressive, but he's worked his tail off defensively.
Offense for defensive substitutions now.
Jared now 5 of 6 in the foul line.
And now here's Cushenberry streaking up the left side of the floor. Drives down the left side of the lane.
Good
Ball
defense.
reversal back. Oh, that's a travel.
Oh,
my goodness.
He didn't juggle it. He caught it and ran
Here's
with it.
Cushenberry with a three-point shot. Good.
How do you not
How
call
can
that?
you not call that? It's beyond me. 87-84. 31.7 seconds to go.
Unbelievable. Oh, they started the 5 count before Jared threw it to the official.
He gets the ball inside now to Sheehy, and now a foul. Oh, this is a great move by St. Francis. Now you're going to put Dylan Sheehy at the line.
Yep.
And Dylan Sheehy is 2 for 5 at the line with 30.9 seconds to go. And number 1 will go to the line on the season. Averaging 3 points, 2.5 rebounds.
Knocked it down.
And that makes it 88-84. One more for Dylan Sheehy Giuseppe. Let's see if he can convert again here. Deep knee bend, free throw, high off the iron, no good. Rebound, Lautzenheiser. Cushenberry up court quickly now. Cushenberry with a drive.
Good play.
Down the lane. Shot no good.
Don't get teed up, Keontae. There it is.
Oh.
You knew it. You knew it. You knew it was coming.
With 24 seconds to go, Mark, you called it. And that'll bring up Nathan Ertz off the bench. And Cushenberry to go to the line here with 24 seconds to go. And Keontae Jenkins.
Keontae fouled out of the game. He had 3 fouls, so that becomes personal fouls, foul 4, technical fouls, foul 5. You have a chance. You get 4-point game, and you get 4 free throws in the ball.
Free throw on the way, good.
Well,
88-85.
Teachable moment, though. I love the decision to attack the basket. So many teams come down and go, we got to jack a 3 up because we're down by 4. No, attack the basket and get the easy one.
88-86. Pilots. The Pilots have blown a 24-point lead with 10 minutes to go in the game. And now Cushenberry with 2 more. This may be the greatest comeback in the history of St. Francis basketball. 88-87. 24 seconds to go.
So now if you're St. Francis, you've got to recognize the situation. I've seen times like this where a team's so used to being down that when the other team inbounds, they go foul right away because they've been fouling for the last 4 possessions. Make sure you recognize if he hits this, it's a tie game. You don't have to foul. Well,
free throw no good, and the rebound.
He got fouled. Are you kidding me? He got...
With 22.4 seconds to go. So he ended up making 3 of the 4 to Cushenberry. And now it's 88-87. And now you're going to ask Nathan Ertz to go to the line. Ertz, 75% starting today at the charity stripe.
He has not shot a free throw today.
And let's see what he can do here with the game on the line. The right-hander from Valparaiso scores. Makes it 89-87.
Cushenberry with 34 points now. So now the question is, if he knocks us down, do you foul? I know Coach
Philippe Segota will check into the game as Ertz's free throw is good. Huge free throw for the freshman. That makes it a 90-87 game.
No timeouts for St. Francis. Yeah, you may. If I'm St. Francis, I attack the rim and shoot the layup. There's still 5 possessions left in this game. Don't settle for a three-pointer. Get to the rim and score. Last time it resulted in a layup and a technical.
As Lotson inbounds the ball now here to Cushenberry. Cushenberry streaks up the left sideline. Comes around a high side screen. Still on the look.
Yeah, I'd get to
with
the rim
14
if I'm
seconds to go. Cushenberry looking for help.
There you go.
Drives. All the way out to Lotson. Iser fakes. Launches the 3. It is good.
6.2 to go.
90-90.
Here goes Travion.
Cruz back the other way. Cruz stops. Pops 3. Good! With 0.4 to go.
We're going to get a technical foul because there are people on the floor.
Travion Cruz, a 3-point basket with 0.4 to go in the ball game.
There may be a technical foul on the Pilots. Guys on the bench ran onto the floor. Fans ran onto the floor. Natalia's over there now getting the fans under control.
93-90 as Travion Cruz knocks down a 3-point basket with 0.4 remaining in regulation.
Coach Draben is not happy with his team. That's a lack of discipline right there. The only thing that'll bail him out is if he was calling for a timeout, but I did not see any Bethel coaches calling for a timeout. You don't want to let the other team have any chance.
Officials continue to talk things over.
Yeah, Alex Daniel recognized, he's saying, hey, we wanted a full timeout.
Let's see. Mark, I'll let you get in there.
We're going to have interference on White for the number of players and the students on the court delaying the game. They're going to shoot 2 shots, and then they're going to get the ball here, point of interruption, they can run the baseline. Okay?
All right, thank you for the explanation. All right. So St. Francis with an opportunity to win it now.
As I expected. Yeah, 2-shot foul, technical foul for players running on the floor. And then St. Francis will have to go the length of the floor, so they'll get the ball down here.
0.4.
You don't have time.
So Cushenberry goes to the line with 0.4 remaining. And the Pilot bench and can blame themselves for this. And on the fans. And on the fans, Brian. So Cushenberry to go to the line. once again with 0.4 seconds to go. Eyes it, flies it, knocks it down. 93-91.
35 points for Cushenberry tonight. 10 of 13 from the line.
Free throw good again. 93-92.
I don't like this timeout from Bethel because you give St. Francis a chance to draw something up. But you also want to make sure your players don't foul and do anything silly. So if I'm coaching, if I'm St. Francis, Paul, I know Bethel's probably face guarding the inbounds. I set a screen on that guy and try and run him into it.
Well, once again, young staff, 93-92, 0.4 seconds to go. Coach Mark Gardner's talking things over with Alex Daniel and Steve Draven talking things over with his team. Mark, I'm going to put your mic back up now. And
I just wanted to warn Alex about that. I coached a game years ago. We took the lead with 1 second to go by one. My guys all celebrated. The other team called a timeout. We're face guarding the inbounds guy. Ran right into a ref calls, foul. And they go down, knock down 2 free throws. We go home losers. Been there, done that. And
there's so many teachable moments for young Steve Draven and his coaching staff.
Yep.
I mean, number one, that the players on the bench have got to be able to keep their composure. The fans coming out onto the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, that is something that has to be – I mean, the fans have got to know that.
For the past few years, we've been frustrated that there's no student section here.
Exactly.
You hate to say it, but at least they're excited. They're standing. They're cheering.
Here we go now.
So
here we go.
Yeah, Nate Ertz cannot run into anybody. That's the big one.
So Lautzenheiser will inbound the basketball. Ertz can run the –
Yeah, he's getting ready to come up and set a screen. Ertz has to – yeah.
Here's the pass down
Just
court.
tap it.
Ball deflected.
There you go. No.
Shot no good.
No.
Pilots win 93-92. The Pilots nearly blow a 24-point lead, but somehow, some way, survive and win 93-92. St. Francis loses their first game of the season. They dropped a 10-1, 0-1 in the Crossroads League. The Pilots improved to 9-0. They're 1-0 here in the league. They're now 4-0 here at home. We'll get some thoughts here from Coach Draven as well as some of the players. We should probably get Philippe Segota here on the post-game show. And Cruz, who made the amazing three-point basket. As we'll get some thoughts here from the big fella who played his best game as a Bethel Pilot. Philippe, first of all, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
Give me your thoughts. I thought you played physical. I thought you played energized. And I thought you played your best game since you've been here.
Thank you. So every game I'm coming with a mentality to bring some energy, to help the team, no matter what that means. Today, Pickle was injured, so I had some more minutes, so I think I contributed good, and I hope I will continue to do so good.
Bethel fans are going to love you, young man. I enjoyed getting to know you at my house, and we need that energy and effort, and you set a great example. Keep it up, man.
Thank you.
It up.
Congratulations, buddy. Well done. Well done. All right, let's get some thoughts here from Steve Draven now. Coach.
Coach gets the sweaty headset. Sorry, Coach.
All right.
Should have went first.
Yeah. Welcome to the Crossroads League.
Now you're a little grayer, Paul.
So are you.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, first of all, I always ask the tough questions. You ready?
I apologize for a win.
24-point lead. I thought there was a half a dozen times. I was writing Mark notes. Steve needs a timeout here. Just walk me through. And I love you, so I can ask you these questions. So it's a first-time opportunity. You're learning as you go. But just talk about the mindset. I know you want your guys to play through it. And through that's what you're going to tell me, right?
I don't know if a timeout would have helped.
That was at 5:24.
And we had a timeout right there at the end that I almost used just to talk.
Okay.
So I'm a big fan of saving timeats in case we need it.
You got
down
one
the
to take
stretch,
home with you.
They didn't have one.
Right.
And I know, I thought about it several times. But again, like you said, I want guys to play through it, and there were plenty of timeouts where we were talking to them on the court.
Right. There were so many teachable moments for you tonight. Number one, and that the way that bench is going to act the next time situations like that.
Yeah.
And once again, you and I, we've had these candid conversations that, so people don't understand. This is all new. There's a big difference from being in the number 2 chair and now the number 1 chair.
No doubt. I was proud of our guys. They knew exactly what they were supposed to do when St. Francis made that last shot to tie it. 6 seconds left. We have a play called to get it to number 3. Just go make a play, and they did it because you don't want to set up. It's hard for teams to set up, and he obviously made a big shot.
Your guys made some tough shots, and he didn't even play well, but he comes down here and he's first thing he says, "No, I did not." Boy, but you'd want the ball in his hand when the game is on the line, don't you?
Coach Homer Drew went in the Hall of Fame last night,
awesome.
right? And that was always his philosophy. I'm not calling a timeout when they score and showing panic.
I want to bail them out.
Yeah, my guys know what's going on, and they know what to do in that situation, and you guys proved that tonight too.
I want to give Crosse here just a shout out. Didn't have his best game, but in the team meeting last Sunday, he talked about his teammates, about how he doesn't like taking 25 shots like he did last game. He needs guys to step up and be players. And when he didn't play the last, I don't know what it was, 6-7 minutes of the first half, his teammates backed him up. His teammates backed him up at the end of the first half. That was a great team win right there.
All right, let's get number 3.
He had a bad night. 22 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
That was probably my best night ever.
Sure. Yeah, same here.
All right, thanks, Coach. Let's get some thoughts here from number 3, and he continues to. I'll tell you what, you kind of get a loss for words. I was trying to tell some of my basketball peeps about this guy, and said it's a true gem to be able to come to the gym and watch this guy perform. All right, man. So you didn't have a very good game, and you said that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did not.
So tell us how you fought your way through this to make an incredible shot that gets yourself the first win of the league season.
The shot was all confidence. I knew I had the confidence to go in and knock that down. But for us to stay poised throughout the whole game was phenomenal. Like, our guys, found a way to dig through the leads and stuff, and we got it done.
How difficult is this? And I can ask the same thing to the Cougars. When you're playing at a level, the players are playing at such a high level, and you want to kind of get the ebb and flow of the game. But every time you turn around, there's a whistle here, a whistle there, and it's like, well, what was that for?
Yeah.
I just got my head knocked off over here, and where was that? There was no foul there. So how hard is that for you as an athlete to make those adjustments?
It's super hard. I mean, we thought we weren't getting the right end of the stick coming up from the referees, but we were able to stick through it and get it done.
All right, so moving forward. After that conversation that you had with your teammates, that you didn't want to take 25 shots. So what did he end up with today, Mark?
Only 18.
So he only got 18. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. I like that. Keontae came out aggressive.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So we got to somehow get this group to continue to get better.
Yep, and figure out ways to win if we ain't knocking in shots.
Some teammates stepped up tonight, though. Philippe,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unbelievable what he gave you guys. Jared knocked down big free throws. Grant Rassler had a good start, or Gavin had a good start to the game. So, Will Walker, Paul calls him Superman.
Oh, yeah.
And I have apologized to Will, but there's a new Superman in Bethel.
I appreciate that.
Man, I'm telling you.
You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind.
No, you are such a joy to watch.
You don't mess around with Superman.
I appreciate that.
Keep it up.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
All right. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's get over these final stats. This is going to give us a heart attack, Coach.
All right, buddy, here we go. The home team.
I'm at a loss for words, man.
The visitors, 30 of 73, 41%. 14 of 32 from behind the line, 44%. 18 of 28 from the foul line, only 64%. They had 41 rebounds, 10 on the offensive end, 16 assists, 18 turnovers. Reynolds, 14 points, 8 boards. Dawson, 2 points, 3 boards. Lautzenheiser, great game, big three-pointer, 13 points, 6 boards. Cushenberry, 36 points, 5 assists, 2 steals. Anderson had 3 boards. Tyler Smith, 2 points, 3 boards. Asia, 2 points, 3 boards. Compton, 7 points, 3 boards, 3 steals, 2 assists. Great energy off the bench. Hunter Hollowell, 5 triples, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Home team, 30 of 70, 43%. 10 of 27 behind the line, 37%. 23 of 30 from the free throw line, 77%. 49 rebounds, 13 on the offensive end, 12 assists, 18 turnovers. Rassler 8 points, 5 boards. Newman 16 points, 5 boards. KJ 19-8 with 3 helpers. Travion 22, 7 and 7. Grant Galen 9 points, 4 rebounds. Dylan had 3 points and a board. Nathan Ertz 2 and 2. Jared DeHart 8 points, 3 rebounds, a big 5 of 6 from the foul line. And Philippe Segota 6 points, 5 rebounds, a block shot in 15 minutes.
Oh, he played so big tonight, didn't he?
Man,
and
so proud of him.
What a whole nother level that he brings. If he can play, give you 15 minutes, and so once again, you get through another game where Galen doesn't necessarily shoot the ball very well,
and he's going to,
and there's absolutely no question about it. My phone's blowing up here, Coach. Even the legendary Mike Lightfoot zipped me off a note here tonight. So, boy, I tell you what, special things have happened here on Mike Lightfoot Court.
Andy Baker can't make a game in the Crossroads League any more drama-free.
Tell you what, it's something else. All right. Hey, thanks for everybody for listening and watching tonight. Special thanks to our coaches, to Chad Lacrosse and to Coach Steve Draven, Mark Paulsgrove, who spent some time. Thanks to Philippe Segota for spending time along with Travion Cruz. We want to wish you, on behalf of Mark and I and the rest of our team, we wish you all a blessed Thanksgiving. We feel blessed to put this headset on to be a part of this great league and be a part of Bethel University sports. And once again, it's a true honor to hang out with you guys for basketball in this great league. So that's going to do it. Final score, once again, Pilots win at 93-92, and they start the season off 1-0 in the Crossroads League play. For all of us at Regional Radio Sports, I'm Paul Condry. God bless you all. Semper Fidelis. Happy Thanksgiving. Good night, everyone.